Speak Life Radio.
What's up and welcome to another episode, another season of Speak Live Radio right here on GorillaCross.com, SpeakLiveRadio.com, the Gorilla Cross app. We are here live broadcasting from downtown Las Vegas. I'm your host, Quan59, and we do have another dope show and a dope season for you right here on Gorilla Cross Speak Live Radio show. It's going to be lit, folks. I feel it. Download the Gorilla Cross app for free. We got 24/7 positive hip-hop. So before you do anything, download that app. If you want to call in, you can call in straight from the app or hit us up, 702-608-3259. Once again, that phone number is 702-608-3259. Follow us at Gorilla Cross on all social media. And what I want you to do right now is share the live video stream, whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're choosing to watch right now. Please share the live video stream with your people. And speaking about your people, I got my people in the building right now, co-hosting with me. It's been a long time, man. It's been a really long time, but I got my man, Joe Sife, in the building. What's good?
What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? Has it been that long?
It's been since December 16th, something like that was our last show.
Yeah, it's been a long.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute. And all the way from Rapzilla.com,
Woo.
got my man Luke DiMarzio back in the building. What's good, man?
What's up? Thanks for having me, man.
It's been a little longer for us because you actually, you have your church obligations. So holiday seasons in churches, we all know how that is.
Right.
So you've been out for a while, but dude, glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Glad to see you again. Cubs hat still. I don't know about all that. But I appreciate you being here, man.
All right. Yeah, thanks.
You get to interview artists that you've interviewed a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Lately.
I don't even know if I'm going to have anything to say. I'm just going to listen to you guys.
No, you have to have something to say.
All right.
Because you've been digging into this album. I was listening to it all night. I have a funny story. I had some people in my car doing Lyft in Las Vegas. If you guys are tuned in for the first time, I'll have a lot of Lyft stories, just to let you know. Doing Lyft out here. I'm listening to AI's album all night on Friday and all night on Saturday, just really getting into it because I had listened to it in the background. When I take my Speak Life break for usually a month, this time it was 2 months. When I take my Speak Life media break every year, I don't listen to music. Like I don't listen to any new hip hop. People are sending me music. Yeah. I take a break. I let my mind rest. But I was listening to her album a lot. Some kids got in the car, probably early 20s. Right when they get in the car, yo, can you put on some Lil Wayne? I said, nope. I've been doing Lyft 5 years. I don't care. I'm not your DJ. I'm not changing the music for you. I don't care. I said, nope. Like, damn, like that? I'm like, yeah, it's like that. I'm like, she's dope. Just listen. And so by the end of the 20-minute ride, they were really feeling it. I think they might have downloaded their stuff. I don't know. You know how some people act like they're going to download your stuff on their phone.
Or they're probably like, man, this driver.
Yeah.
He's not playing Lil Wayne. He's getting like 2
my,
stars now.
2-star
bad
rating.
review.
Give me my bad review rating. But listen, man, please share the live video feed with your people. And man, we got new beats. If you guys have noticed the intro countdown, we everything, man, we got a lot of new stuff here. Even our background's a little bit different.
I've been putting a lot of work. New TVs.
Yeah, man, you haven't even seen.
Dude,
we got all new cameras
them on
and everything.
trees now too. They're
exactly.
not like, look at this.
I don't know where this is at. Okay, all of our beats are by Terra Firma Productions. Make sure you check it out. Go to @Boombox Titans is their Twitter page. Joe Sipe. Oh, wow. I'm like, Dan, are you on Twitter? Man, Josh made me get on Twitter @Boombox Titans. All right, cool. So there's some social media out there. You can check them out on SoundCloud as well. So a lot of these beats we're playing in the background are from Terra Firma Productions. So make sure you check them out. They are our sponsored featured production of this whole season, but we're gonna have other feature production every month. So if you're a producer out there and you want to be the feature producer for the month, or if you just want to be featured for a week, we could do that and help you get out there. But he definitely got some dope beats. And I know how you're feeling because you're mad that I got them in. I know you've heard some of them, right?
So look, Sundance, actually, I was talking with Sundance a little bit during January, and he actually sent me, like, I'm just putting them stuff on blast. He sent me like mad folders of a bunch of different beats, and he was trying a bunch of new stuff. And I was digging it. Like, you know, I always like Sundance is like, he's been my producer for I don't know how many years. But he is doing a lot of stuff digitally now, like on DAWs. Whereas a lot of the grimy stuff that Dance used to do, what was MPC? I think he had a MPC 3000. And so now he's doing everything all digital, and it's a new vein for him, and I love it. And I'm very proud that Sundance's production. For those of you guys that don't know, so Sundance is part of a group called Boombox Titans, which I am part of a group called Boombox Titans. And in the early to mid 2000s, we were making some moves in, CHH hip hop. But Sundance, his production has been featured on all kinds of projects, and the man's a genius. And
even some TV shows and stuff like that.
No, he's done a lot. I mean, he's family. It's not just music. He's family. And I'm really happy to see him get some shine, especially with what's been going on. Like, he was, he even challenged me. Sorry if you're watching, Dance, that I didn't do it. He was like, you need to make at least one beat in January. And I didn't make a beat. I just made a break. I made a loop, and that was it.
And you're supposed to record an album too, but we'll talk about that off air.
We're
talk about that off air. Listen, once again, if you guys are watching live, please let us know in the comment section where you're watching from. Shout out your city. Let us know where you're watching from, and share the live video stream with your people. If you're watching a replay, share the replay. You know what I'm saying? We're on the replay, so you think you're watching live, and you might not be. You know what I'm saying? But we are here live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. West Coast time, every Friday, 2 p.m. West Coast time. And we have an announcement to make. We're going to be doing something later on in the show. We'll let you know this happening next week. And the fourth Friday night of every month is going to be happening. And artists, you have a chance to maybe come to Vegas for the thing we're talking about. So we'll let you know more about that. So stay locked in to that right here on the show right now. We do have a big show tonight. I'm very picky every year when I know it's going to be the season premiere.
Right.
You know, some of the artists we get on, we like most of them, but sometimes it's like, okay, this is kind of like a filler episode, I guess you could say. But when it's the season premiere of Speak Life Radio, I always need to make it dope. I need to make sure we have a dope artist on. And I went out, and Luke was telling me about the album. Everyone online was telling me about the album. I'm like, I haven't heard it yet but I already know she's a dope artist because I love everything she's put out. We actually met her. I was introduced to her on Speak Life Radio because we did like a little, I can't remember what it was, like a freestyle contest or a 16 bar contest. And she had called in. I had never heard of her before. I thought she was super dope. I started looking more of her stuff up. I'm like, hey, send me some of your music. She sent me a track over a J Dilla Red beat. I think it's Red. J Dilla beat. Super dope. So I was in love with her lyrically and just everything she has put out since then. And then joining God Over Money shortly thereafter. Totally revamped kind of what God Over Money looks like in a lot of people's eyes as well, for them to finally get a lady MC someone that's super lyrical, super talented, super artistic. We have her live on the line right now. Give it up. Everyone make some noise. I don't have my things on here. For AI, the Anomaly. What's good?
Oh, what's up? It feels good to be here. Definitely good to be here. It's been a while.
It has been. I don't think we didn't have you on last season at all. But we did. I think we had you on the season before, but it has been a while. But like I said, it was super dope being introduced to you because you just called in on a radio show. You didn't have to do that randomly. And that's when I was really like, yo, she's dope. And I'm always a big fan of dope female MCs because we know the stigma of what the secular market looks like when it comes to, female artists. And it's something that you have to be a certain way. You have to talk about a certain thing. It's sexualized. You got to make your money. You got to be a boss. You came off so different, and that's what I like about like all the ladies in Christian hip hop or positive hip hop is
Right.
there's substance there.
Yeah.
And I think that's so inspiring for the younger women watching and listening to your music that they know they can do this music and they don't have to take their clothes off to do it. They don't have to strip down. They don't have to be ratchet and whatever that was, WAP. What was that?
Oh, wow.
But that was so popular and you don't have to be that to be a woman in this world. So just talk about your inspiration behind the music and what got you started in this and why you do the music the way you do it.
Music is my remedy, and it has always been my remedy since a young person. Like music was that thing that allowed me to cope through whatever was going on in my surroundings, and I really held on to it close, and it became a language for me, So I just, I fell in love with music because it allowed for me to flow free rhythmically and create certain spaces. I guess I fell in love with the art of writing first. It was writing that really allowed me to be free, allowed me to fly free, float free, if you will, and just create characters through stories or through poetry. And, honestly, I was just finding a way to say or speak my truth without people really even knowing it was my truth, if you will. I was hiding behind the lines, and I fell in love with the art of it, really what it was. I just fell in love with the art of expressing myself in a way in which it didn't add too much vulnerability, if you will. So yeah, that's really what it is for me. So just continuously creating music or creating a space in which I want to express myself.
Now,
That's
as a female artist, has there ever been pressure, maybe in your early stages of making music, to maybe cross the line a little bit, or maybe do something that you don't really feel like you are, or doing what represents you?
You know what? I honestly feel like, though there's times and moments within me, that when I was younger, especially like man, like everybody's doing this, and it looks like they're reaching. It's like we're all aspiring for something, right? Whatever that may be for you. And when I was younger, I wanted attention. I wanted people to recognize me and see me and hear me. And so I was a class clown, in my school. So I think even from the beginning, though that's what I aspired to, I always wanted to be me within it. So I think right now, like whoever I am, I want that to showcase right now in this space. Before this space, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I used to spit, in my city. I used to go to different, lounges and clubs and things like that and rap and battle against dudes, and whatever I was saying, that's the life that I was living.
Yeah.
So if it was street life, that's what came out. So I never really felt like, oh man, I gotta do this in order to be accepted,
Yeah.
never necessarily felt that way.
Now talk to us a little bit. You just said you battled against dudes. What was that like going in there, battling? Once again, being a woman, you know, you're obviously outnumbered. Were they taking you serious when you first walked in there, wanting to get on the mic and battle?
You know, I'm little. I always, this is a joke. Like, I'm tiny, but I'm tough, right? So when I was battling, mind you, I was too young to even be in the club. To be honest with you, I used to sneak my way in there. I just love the art of storytelling, but storytelling with a rhythm. So in music, you know, so I would just kind of hide, you know, sneak in there.
Yeah.
But yes, I used to be, you know, I had some fear within me. But there was this confidence. I had confidence in my bars. I'm like, yo, I know that I can do this. I can knock it out the park. And so one by one, my confidence grew to the point where back then I had a very, you know, I was very egotistic when it came to that. Like, I can wrap circles around you. And as I grew within the faith and understanding humility is very important, and understanding that I can be knocked off my spot real quick. You know, I began to have this maturity within me that it's not about, you know, being the best. You know, I can only be better than me. You know, I can only be better than yesterday. Good. And so that I'm constantly competing with myself, but not in a sense of like, oh, I want to be dope. I want to be as dope as I can ever be. It's more so I want to, I guess, dope in the regards of like, I want to be able to conquer me. So if I have issues or battles with patience, I want to be better. I want to be more patient than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be more humbled than I was yesterday. I want to be a better version of me than I was yesterday. So it's a constant fight within that. That's my battle now.
I think that's the best thing, like you said, competition with yourself. You want to be a better you. And I think if people would focus on that more, instead of trying to compete with everyone else around them, trying to, you know, and we see it, there's pressure on social media with being something, with being branded. Everyone's a brand now. You know, you can't even have a personal conversation without somebody trying to sell whatever their product is, whether that be music, whether that be Bitcoin, whether that be graphics. You know, I get Facebook requests every day from somebody like, you need graphics for your mixtape. I don't make a mixtape, bro. But that's good. Like competition with yourself. You don't have to compete with other people. You just want to be the best you could be.
Yeah, right. You want to be the best you can be. But I must add to that is that, I want to be the best me that I can be, but me defined under the standards of who God is and what his precepts and his practices were placed within the canon. You know, I want to make sure that I line up to what that's about. But that means that I got to read it, you know.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so that means that, you know, I have to set aside time to do so. I got to make sure I carve off the time to make that happen. I'm only just trying to represent the kingdom as best as I can. You know, that's really what it is. So being the best me that I can be is based off of those precepts, based off of the Bible. You know what I mean? So that is the only best that I can be.
Yeah.
You know, in my mind.
That's good. All right. So let's talk about the album a little bit. I imagine you've gotten a lot of great feedback about the album, right? Just a little bit.
I'm laughing because I feel like Luke is in a certain circumstance we've talked about the album, and it feels like I get to get on another platform and talk to you more. You get to have this extended version.
I know.
So I you know, it's cool. It's dope. It's dope to be able to see you again in a different space.
Yeah, this is
It's
cool.
just funny. Yo, that the show you do over there is really cool. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, this show is cool too, though. I mean, Quan's right here. Anyway,
it's like dope. We get to talk again.
Yeah. But for me, I listen to your album through the lens of being a parent and just how like the legacy and the things that I do, the examples that I set for my kids, they're able to see that and everything that I'm doing, I'm kind of handing off to them. I thought it was a pretty cool metaphor for how like you share art with the world. Just like your soul is an acrylic kind of thing, but like your life is a canvas, right? And that's like something that you hand off to everybody. And so what does that mean for you to have like an impact on your family like that? That's like concrete, that's like written out, that they could go and listen to. Like if you were to get hit by a bus tomorrow, what is that for you to like think, oh man, you know what I'm saying though?
A whole bus though.
But like
Luke
so,
just put me in front of a whole bus, y'all.
Yeah.
like, dag, that's how I'm gonna get out of here.
No.
But yo, man, my kids mean so much to me. You know what's interesting is, I'm sure you guys know my story, but coming from a place in which I was labeled a failure to thrive due to my mother's addiction to drugs and the things that she was doing in her life, a beautiful woman, might I add, an intelligent woman, but just a woman who was broken and had issues and didn't know how to resolve them. And the only way that she knew that would separate her from the reality of whatever was happening was drugs. And she took those. And so I come from a space in which I didn't have my biological mother. I don't know what that means. But then I have a woman who raised 3 children, 3 women, three daughters, and went through her own issues and faced her circumstances, but she chose to then take 3 young people in and to foster them and then to adopt them. So yes, I didn't have my biological mother, so I didn't have that connection, but I had a connection to this woman who's not blood related, but did the best that she could as a parent to give me, my sister, and my brother whatever she felt was the best for us. So this is all I have.
Yeah.
Now, as parents, we're not perfect. People, we do things that we wish we didn't do or say things we wish we didn't say. And we operate in the moment. We operate out of emotions. And I faced a couple of things in certain circumstances when it comes to my mom.
Yeah.
When I say my mom, it's my adoptive mother, but that's my mother. But then to fast forward to a space in which I am a mother. So I get to carve out, I get to shape and mold, I get to take this canvas, if you will, this canvas of motherhood, and I get to paint what I want to be as a mom, and to insert the things that I feel like perhaps I didn't have, or I take what I feel like I needed the most and kind of leave out the things that I'm like, could do without, and mold my children. And now they're these canvases to showcase to the world whatever portrait that they're going to become. I think it's the most beautiful thing. I got to shape and mold what motherhood would be for me. And I get to give that to my kids, my daughter and my son. It's just, I think motherhood, parenthood, but I speak specifically to motherhood because that's what I am. I think it's the most beautiful journey that one could go on,
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, thanks. Do your kids listen to your music? Do your kids like your music?
Yeah, they do.
That's awesome. Do they have it like all memorized? Like,
yeah, they do. Probably my son probably knows our music more than I do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, do your kids?
No, Mom, you said what you were supposed to say.
Do your kids have a favorite rapper that's not you?
My son likes, the popular, music right now. Shoot, it's a lot of different ones. I can't even remember the names of these people that he likes. But what's cool is he also likes Jared Sanders.
Okay,
that's good. One of his favorite artists, So it's cool, and me and my son often talk about this. Like I tease him. Well, it's not really teasing, but I tell him like, "Yo, isn't it dope that your favorite artist you could actually really like talk to, or you've seen them, you've been in the same space with them, you've been able to have conversations with them." I think he's in a really cool position as a young person who has like Jared is his favorite artist, Selah is his favorite artist. Then he also likes, KB and 1K Few. It's just like, that's dope. That's really dope to me.
That's cool.
Now, is it hard keeping your kids away from the secular realm of music, or are they pretty much stuck in, the Christian hip hop scene, you being in there, with a lot of dope music.
Yeah.
Do they go to the other side? Are they checking out other things? And when they do, what do you talk to them about being their mother and trying to keep them away from, what the world's trying to deliver?
Yeah. So my daughter's 4, so she's not.
Yeah.
She likes Frozen.
Hey.
She likes Let It Go and those type of things. She loves my music. She also likes the song Thunder, Radioactive.
Oh yeah.
What's their names?
Imagine Dragons.
They're from
Imagine
Vegas.
Dragons. She
Yeah,
loves
they're from
Imagine
Vegas.
Dragons. She loves that. She loves some things I haven't showcased to her yet because she's 4. Right. But my son is 13, so he's into a lot of different types of music. One of the things that I chose as a parent, mother, what have you, to not do is to not stop him from the exploration of music. My position is that I am a coach. I am his life coach. Yes, I'm his mom as parent, but I'm his life coach through this space of life, right? And our house is the training ground. And so he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna try things. He's gonna, try things under the understanding of like, you're 13. Pay attention to what you're doing. I'm trying to feed him wisdom, teaching him according to the scriptures, and going along that. But when it comes to music, to stay on focus of what you're saying, I tend to. I'm open to hearing what he likes. Yeah. And so I said, what you're listening to? Because I don't want to pretend as though I'm like blind to the fact that like, dude, you go to school. Yeah. With your friends, you listen to certain types of music. Right. I just want to have this space with you to like, let's listen to it.
And you probably want him to be honest with you, because what's the point in lying? And then he's going to go and listen to that stuff with his friends anyway.
Right. I want him to have that open dialogue with me so that I can put him on. Yeah. I want to tell you as much truth that I have learned, because I know that the world is going to showcase you their truth.
That's it.
Or its truth. Yep. So like, why would I even pretend or act like I don't want you to listen to this. Like I grew up in that situation. I wasn't allowed to listen to the radio. I wasn't allowed to listen to certain types of music. I wasn't allowed to read certain types of literature. I wasn't allowed to do certain things. But I still did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I went to school. I listened to it. I was engaged in it, and I loved it. Right? Mm-hmm. I loved hip hop. I loved Missy and Timberland and anything that, anything that was as raunchy as it could be. Yeah, I wanted to listen to it. I wanted to understand what was happening within my time frame, my generation, and my culture. So I had to sneak to do it. Right. So with my son, I decided that, what you listening to? Oh, he could be timid when it comes to certain stuff, because it's like, I'm listening to this. Okay, let's listen to it together.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Be real.
Wow, I wasn't about to do that. All right.
Could you imagine if your mom sat with you guys in the room and said, "Oh, wait, you're listening to Doggy Style? Let's see what this is about. Let's listen together."
I had my the CD folders that we had back in the day. Yeah. So I had my one that I could take on the family trips, and then I had the one that I was with when I was with my friends.
Your secret stash.
Yeah.
Right. But listen, I'll sit there and I've heard a lot of the music that he listens to. I heard it. One thing that I don't want to do with my kids is I don't want to pretend as if I am one holier than thou, and I'm just so perfect, because I think that's a false reality. Right. And then false reality is a contradiction, right? So I want him to understand that, I made mistakes in my life. Yeah. And I want you to learn from them. So I'm going to share these things with you. So let's listen to this music together. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Like, all right, what are you talking about? Yeah. Or what is she talking about? Okay, cool. And I'll even be honest, all I can be is that. And I'll tell him like, I think this track is dope. Like, come on, man. some of this music is really good. It's good music.
Yeah.
But let's break down what they're saying. And what do you think the content is doing to you over time? And the way that I deal with my son in particular, because he's 13, is I really desire for him to have his own way of thinking. So I give him a balanced views. Here's these things. Here's what I believe and what our household adheres to. And here's what, this is. And these are the things that you're going to face in life. But you have to make the choice.
Right.
You have to make the choice. These are the things that we're trying to instill in you as parents, because we understand at the point in our lives that it makes the most sense to travel this road. But you got your own roads. You got your own things.
Yeah.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have, that's why I started to think of myself as a coach. I have to coach you, young man. That's, you're my son, you're my brother, you're my future, you're my legacy. I need to teach you everything that I've learned, because my floor needs to be your ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to level up. So I gotta pour in you everything that I know, but what I'm not gonna do is try to put everything that I feel is right and push you into a direction which I think is right. No, I want you to find your own path. And you may find a path that I don't agree with, and I'm pained by it. But I just pray that God is going to give me the strength to continue to guide you and help you along the way until you find your thing. I had to find my thing.
Right.
Couldn't nobody push me in a certain direction. I had to find my thing. And when I found it, like where I am now, I feel free. And I thank God for the journey that I had to go through in order to get to here.
That's good, man.
So I want that for my kids.
Wisdom.
So I have a question for you. So how much, well, it's a couple of parts. How much time did you actually spend on putting the project together?
Man, a long time.
Okay.
It took
like, was it like the
while.
traditional, like, we've been working on this project for a couple of months, like we're coming up with concepts, we're finding the beats and all that stuff, and then, hey, we need to like carve out studio time, that type of thing. So most of the time I've seen it take anywhere between, like, I've seen 3 to 4 months if somebody's really like hustling it. Being a mom, like how do you balance that time with putting the project together?
I know that at this point, I'm sure in this interview, I probably sound deep as a mug, right?
That was good.
But
I'm loving
this is how I think, this is where I am in my life, this is how I move. But just to throw another little deep thing in there, all I could be is me, right?
Sure.
But the way that I look at music, it is a reflection of self. In a sense, it's an extension, it's a tool that I use to showcase this is how I feel, right? So when I create music, I don't necessarily look at it as a time frame thing. I look at it as a life frame thing. So you could say, if we get super deep with it, we could say that I've been creating this all my life to get to this point. Right. That's the extra deep kind of answer. Or I could say, I spent about maybe 2 years in developing these ideas or going through experiences. Because remember, when we create music and when if you're actually taking as serious music, if you will, if you take it as serious as I feel as I do, like, music is not necessarily just in this moment in time. I had to actually go through experiences in order to give you Soul's Acrylic. I had to go to certain things in order to give you a track called Choices.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go through things, but those things didn't take, a couple months. Those things didn't take a moment in a booth. Those things took years and experiences and issues and frustrations and problems and solutions and slaps in the face and failures in order to say, here, this is a song that I created based off of the experiences that I've gone through. And this song wouldn't even be in existence if I didn't go through X, Y, and Z. So you know what I mean? Like we can look at it like it's really hard to date. I can tell you when I started to record it, you know, and I started recording it right before the pandemic.
All right.
So we can get in time frames in that sense, but before the pandemic, I started to record, and during the course of time, I wrote new stuff. You know, like Relentless was created and built due to the pandemic.
Wow.
You know, the track that me and Biz is on, it was created because of the things that I was feeling during the pandemic. And I didn't want to feel so burdened. And I had to remind myself that God is in control. That all through my life, the circumstances where I felt like, oh, shoot, how am I going to make ends meet? Back when I was a single mother with just my son earlier on, like, how am I going to make ends meet? Do I buy groceries or do I pay this bill?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But God was there.
Right.
He was always there. And in moments where I'm like, yo, hey, landlord, can I pay you in food stamps? Because I really need this money to do X, Y, and Z. And her saying, yeah, you know what, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. You know, I had to endure those times, and God was there, and he allowed for me to go through that and feel that. And now look where I am.
Real talk.
So what's a pandemic?
Yeah.
Yo, and I want to talk about that more. We're going to jump into one of your songs, the way I call Facts. We're actually going to play the video. This video came out. Hopefully it doesn't get kicked off YouTube, but we're going to play that right now. And then come back. I want to talk about your time during the pandemic and how that did help you, create this album. We are live on the line with AI, the Anomaly, right now from God Over Money. Very excited to have her on. We're going to get into this video called Facts. Really dope track. If you guys aren't familiar with her music, let this be the introduction to her music to you guys. And we are going to be right back with more conversation with AI, the Anomaly, right here. Gorilla Cross, Speak Life Radio. Tune in and please share it with a friend or enemy because they need to hear it too.
Hey.
You want to bang? Well, bang this.
My business is philanthropic, that's a fact. Yeah, I capture truth with my optics. Yeah. I put profit in other markets, invested in younger pockets, cause next gen they be watching. Fact. Yeah. I exhibit prints of the living. Yeah. With encryptions, ignite a difference. Yeah. I spit vicious with pure intentions, my flim fluent combined tools. I'm instrumentist. Load the ink in a pen, blueprint the cataclysm. Grab the film and the lens, photographic lyrics, framing a composition. Lame is a competition, but I'm indifferent. My mission ain't to be top position. My ambition is rooted deep in the holy scriptures. My intent is to point them all to the crucifixion, exposing lies and shine a light on the contradictions. He gave me light, and with this life, I choose to live it true. This is facts over foolery. Hard times, dark nights, nothing new to me. It's grind time, pick a side, no influencing. Mindset, staying firm to what's true to me. That's a fact. We don't compromise by copping lies. Fact. We epitomize the battle cries. Fact. We don't compromise by copping lies. We epitomize the battle cries. They catnapping off in a distance. Should I switch up on my conditions? I got needs. Just to get up my social digits. Gotta eat. Algorithms that keep their interest. Luxuries. Ignoring all my convictions. Cause I could do it. I could prove on my influence. I could choose to soothe you with smooth tunes for your amusement. It'll probably be real lucrative. Posting pics and risky fits. Henny sipping, pole flipping with 50s dripping, floating off from the roof in. Do it dare, who would care? Man, look at that. Throw it back, let it bounce, go make a stack. Go against it, they offended, they on attack. She slut shaming, opinionated, religious rap. If it ain't Nicki or Mega Cardi, where do I fit? We all got our own lanes, what you represent? True. This is facts over foolery. Hard times, dark nights, nothing new to me. It's grind time, pick a side, no influencing. Mindset, staying firm till it's true to me. That's a fact. We don't compromise by copping lies. Fact. We epitomize the battle cry. Fact. We don't compromise by copping lies. We epitomize the battle cries.
Bars.
My business is philanthropic, that's a fact. Yeah.
Wow, that is AI. The Anomaly. Back right here, Speak Life Radio. Wow. There's so much in her bars that it's hard to even, like, where do you even go?
Right.
Her music, you have to listen to everything so many times. Everything's a bar, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't have filler bars. And I think that's what's super dope about an artist that can spit a whole song and you don't have filler bars. Like, everything has substance and meaning to it. And the video alone, let's talk about the video real quick. How was that shot? Where was that shot? The artwork, everything. Super dope video. I love it.
Yo, I'm so glad you asked that question because I get to brag on my city. Yo,
okay.
The spot that
Luke probably didn't ask that on his other show, did he?
No.
Go back and watch it. So yo, my city is full of a slew, like a bucket of amazing artists that are talented, just community focused. You know, Buffalo has a lot of amazing people within it. And so, especially when it comes to visual art, I'm a curator here in my city, and I'm learning and growing through that title or that space. One of the things that I've always loved or enjoyed doing was, learning about more artists. So because of the theme of the project, Souls Acrylic, of course, staying on a theme, I wanted to highlight some amazing visual artists that are in my city. So the space is it's a tattoo parlor, actually.
Okay.
One of the only Black owned tattoo parlors. One of a few. And so his name, the person who owns it, his name is Jarrell Adams, and he also is an artist himself. He does visual art, he paints, and he owns a company called Paint the Town. So I did it there, and all of those all of those canvases that you saw in the video itself comes from different artists within my city. And then you saw in between the performance shots, those are all actual visual artists. A mixture of visual artists and photographers that I pulled in and said, hey, yo, I want to highlight y'all in my video. And they were all down for it. It's just a collection of dope artists, in my community. And I wanted everybody who paid attention to the music or paid attention to the video to see them, because I think it's important to platform art, because it's important within our culture, what have you.
Definitely.
So that's kind of, thanks for allowing me to brag on my city.
So I'm actually looking at the comments feed for the live stream, and one of the main things that everybody keeps talking about is how well the video production was done. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because one of the things that we do on Speak Life is video reviews. I think this might be able to help everybody else who's trying to up their game. Like, talk about it, because everybody's talking about it. If you could.
Yeah. No doubt. First and foremost, shout out to Creator. He is the owner of We Shoot Films.
Yeah.
I've been working with Creator for almost 7 years.
Wow.
He did the first video within, I guess you want to say, like, when I took this as a business or as a career, I took music more seriously in that light. Not that I wasn't taking it serious, but in that light. That's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to invest in myself, dug in my pockets, and I said, yo, creator, you're dope. Let's make this happen. So he's really good at taking my ideas and bringing them to life. Now, I'm a videographer, and it's very difficult for me to step back.
Yeah.
But I've learned over the course of time that he's someone that I can trust to take my vision and carry it in a way in which I would need it to be carried.
Yeah.
You feel me? But when it comes to video productions and when it comes to creating a music video, one of the things that I would love for people to stop doing is stop calling up people saying, yo, meet me at X, Y, and Z at this time. And yo, just come through.
I see it on social media all the time. Yo, who could be here Saturday at 12?
Yep.
And it's like Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the video shoot, everybody's behind you and y'all like just, hey, yo, put time, energy, and effort into the idea. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you want the audience to feel. Think about what you want them to smell. What do you want them to think? What do you want them to touch or feel? Think about the senses. Pull on the emotions. In order to do that, you must plan. You have to sit down, listen to your music, and think, in what ways can I showcase this particular video, or what ways can I showcase this song in the most artistic way so that people can feel it and want to keep watching it.
And okay.
So that story.
Yeah.
So if anybody is, because I was going through your YouTube channel and the music is dope. You have hype, which isn't like hype in a bad way. Like you have a following. The thing that really struck me, because I'm a creative myself, the thing that I really liked was your behind the canvas. The idea of being able to walk somebody through the process of what it is that you do and how you do it, because too much in hip hop, it's always like, this is mine. I have the recipe. I have the ingredient, the secret ingredient. I don't want to let it out. And I think, especially in 2021, man, we're past that. Like the whole idea is to build your team, and my team can be in California, New York, wherever. Like, as long as we're all working creatively, like, to build it, that's what we should be shooting for, especially as the body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about
100%.
giving it away too.
Yeah, I'm saying. And so if anybody in the feed has any questions about like the idea of the creative process for visuals, look at that series. Because when I was watching it, I was just listening to it like, this is good information.
Well, it's dope because Keisha is in the comments saying, I owe a lot to AI. She taught me some stuff back in the fall. She walked me through my camera and all that. I think that's really dope that, you're helping out other
Keisha.
MCs out there, other, creatives in that direction, because they need that. And it's good that you're actually able to be a voice and somebody that, people could just reach out to you and you can give them that advice.
Yeah, I think it's important because, with the song Preach, learn something, teach something.
Yep.
Make a stack, take that, flip that, and give it back.
Yep.
Yo, like,
100%.
what I'm saying is just really facts. This is just what I live by. Everything that I'm saying, you could find it in Proverbs.
Right.
It's just a book of wisdom, you know what I mean? So I tried to find a way to take Proverbs and turn it into something that was lyrical and digestible. But I think it's very important to showcase or teach what it is that you've learned. I think it's important for us within any space to take on the proverbs of whatever your hands find to do, and it might not even be a proverb. I think it might be in Philippians or something like that, where it talks about whatever your hands find to do it with excellence, or do it with all thy might.
Yep.
And that's really the verse that is behind the whole brand of what I do. Pray, push, persevere, and everything that you do, go all in. And so I take that same principle and I apply it to anything that I'm doing, not just music. Like, I don't want to just go all in with music.
Right.
I want to go all in with my life in general.
Yeah.
But if we dig into it, like you were talking about videos and stuff, like, yo, man, do it with excellence.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, if you're going to create a merch pack, or if you're going to put out merchandise for consumers to invest in you, do it with excellence. Think about your packaging. Think about your messaging. Think about your branding. How are you going to make somebody feel?
Yep.
How do you connect with people? Like, truly connect and network.
Can I just say something about what you just said? So, do it with excellence. Just because something, this is for everybody listening, like artists, like, just because you've tracked it, you got it recorded, it sounds good. Have at least 3 people in your circle to that has an outside ear to listen to something or look at something.
Yep.
And because too many times you get like, okay, well, this is working, we got it to work, so it's good, let's just go, when it could have been done better.
And you don't need just a bunch of people to say yes, like, you're dope, everything.
Yeah.
Just so you only show your music to those people and you don't get an honest feedback. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, that's another topic, right?
100%.
This idea of trying to have everybody feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, I personally love critiques and criticism, as long as it comes from a space of like, yo, I really want to help you,
building,
and I really want you to do better. I seek to do better. So like how I deal with critiques really determine my growth. Because if I was closed off to critiques, in which I feel like in some circumstances, some people find themselves becoming stagnant and stuck in a place because they're not open to critiques. I'm open to them in a sense of I go through a process. It's just the same way I evaluate art, like actual art, is the same way I evaluate criticism. Who is the person? That's one. Who's speaking?
Yeah.
What are they saying? How does it apply to the circumstance? Which, if I understand who they are they within my genre? Are they within the space? What time frame did this happen in? Going through the process of interpreting what the critique is, and then evaluate. Like, okay, so they said this. I've heard this a couple of times at this point. I remember when like I first started. I used to rap with a high pitched voice, because I get into it and I'd be like, it's like, to me, I was like, oh man, this is dope. But I would let other people hear it, other people that I trusted.
Yeah.
Right.
To the point of like, I know you're going to be honest with me.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me something that I want to hear. You're not going to try to tell me something that is going to make me feel good. No, tell me the truth. And so I constantly heard like, you dope. Content is dope. Rhythmic patterns, cadence, that's good. But it's hard to listen to you for an extended period of time because your voice is just too high.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Like, oh man, you hating, or rather, oh man, you hating. You always hating on me. Everybody always hating on me, telling me I got a high pitched voice. Like, sis, you got a high pitched voice. Like, you got to deal with it. Listen to yourself.
No,
so
that's true. I've had
all my music.
I've had artists that we listen to even on the show, or people that I've built with for a long time that make dope music, but there's something about their voice that needs to be changed, and they don't want to hear that. Oh, that's just my style. I'm like, but you're hearing that from a lot of people that's your weak link in your music. And if you change that up a little bit, just even a little bit, it can take you from here to here. And little things like that can make such a big difference, even going back to your videos and the creativity and how you put things together. It's those little things that are going to make a huge difference and take you to a whole other level with your music and your creativity.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what happened, right? So I went back and listened to the music from start to finish. I think that's another thing. Some artists, we don't listen to everything. We listen to things in pieces.
Yeah.
We create a song and it's like, oh man, that's dope. Okay, now let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's dope. And we're not listening to it all the way. So I listened to my music all the way through and I was like, yo, they right. Like, suck it up and say that somebody is right. It's
Yeah.
On it.
okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My voice is too high. That's too much. Okay, now let me get in here and let me work on this so I can be better. Because I believe what they're saying. What they're saying is true.
Yeah.
And perhaps if I tried something different, maybe I'll be better. So let me try to play with my voice inflections. Let me try to let me go deeper in my register. And at maybe certain times go a little higher and then bring it back. Let me try things with my voice. And as I went through trying things with my voice, I realized, like, yo, there's a lot I could do with my voice. Then I started to realize, yo, I can add what I learned in theater. And put it within the music. So if I was on stage, I begin to think, like, you know, I've done a couple of I've been in plays, you know, a couple of plays in my city. And so I know what it is to stand on stage and bring my voice up and then bring it down or make it softer or try to say something with intent. You know what I mean? Like, and play with your voice so that you can be felt and use your hands, and you know what I mean? I know what that means, and I know how important and impactful it is. So why don't I take that same concept and add it to music and recording so I can take people to a level or take them on a journey or allow them to experience something with music. But I wouldn't have been able to understand that if I was closed off to the critiques.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got where I am if I was closed off. Bizzle himself gave me a critique years ago, and he said that because I'm poetry heavy. Yeah. If you really listen, I was a poet first. I was a writer first.
You can definitely tell.
Rap is rhythm and poetry. That's what it is. Yeah. And so earlier on, what I would do, well, the critique that he gave me, he said, yo, you're dope, but sometimes it's hard to follow you because you switch up your rhythmic patterns a lot. It's like you're a poet, and I respect that, but like too much poetry within the bars. and my first response, you know, in my mind or what have you, was like, but this is me. This is me, you know. And so I had to push past that, because yes, this is me. I am a poet. However, within this space of hip hop, I have to respect people's ears. If I really want someone to listen and hear me out, I may have to stay within a certain rhythmic pattern. If you really understand music, you'll understand what I'm saying. For a certain amount of bars, you want to stay within a rhythmic pattern, so you are
stay in the pocket.
Allowing people to understand and listen to you within that space. It's important. I'm telling you, it's important.
Your camera's too hot.
Yeah, my bad about that.
No,
all I
you're
have to
good.
do is just change it.
You're good.
Give me a
I actually wanted to know, this is a little off topic, but on topic now, because I've been looking at your camera all night, and we obviously live stream here and heavy into cameras. What kind of camera are you live streaming with?
So I was live streaming with my Sony 7 III. I didn't charge it enough, unfortunately. That's what you don't do. You're supposed to be very proactive. But yeah, I didn't charge it enough, so it kind of died out on me.
That's dope,
So
though.
now
I knew it was a
I'm
dope
on my
camera. I knew it was probably a Sony.
Dude, the 7 III, man.
7 III is dope.
Yeah.
7 III is dope. The 7, is it 7A? Is the 7S Mark III? Yeah. The A7S Mark II is what I have also. That's good too.
Man.
But I like the.
See, we got A6000s. I see Luke looking at my cameras, and no, they're not as good as hers, Luke.
Oh, but it's good though.
You got the Canon over here though.
6000.
Listen, as long
The
as
Sonys are better than the Canon,
Yeah, fair enough.
especially for streaming.
as long as the glass is good, I think you're
Right.
you're
Now-
gonna be fine. Yeah.
Well, you could
Now,
say
that's
that,
the
but I
thing
got
with
good
Canon.
glass on my Canon, but the autofocus is not even close to being as
No, it's
good
just
as
'cause it's pointed
autofocus
at
on the
me.
Sonys.
It's just 'cause
Well, that
it's
too. But no, the autofocus on Sonys is ridiculous.
the A6400 has some of the
really
best autofocus that I've heard and I've seen. How we're on like a tech thing now, like we're like tech
hey.
review.
It's good.
Right.
Yeah.
which is cool. But what I was gonna say about Canons, their glass is really good. You know, their glass is really good, and so I've never owned a Canon, but I respect the glass on it. I think it's a really good camera. I started off with a Nikon, like in my profession. I started off with a Nikon. I fell in love with the Nikon, and that was my baby.
Yeah.
But then I switched over to the Sony, and man,
That was it.
I'm Sony everything.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I just switched to Sony about 4 months ago when I bought 4 Sony cameras.
Yep.
And I've been in love ever since. I still like shooting photos on the Canon, but as far as video, Sony I'll shoot pictures on the Sony too, but as far as video, Sony's way above Canon with video and especially with live streaming. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. That's what it is. Welcome to the Tech Hour.
Yeah.
We're here with AI. But AI,
I know,
before we
right?
let you go,
I can go there.
I know, and we will go there
We
one
could.
day soon, definitely. I want to bring you out to Vegas. We're going to be doing these concert series live in the studio, so we got to talk.
This is the announcement right here.
We got to
right?
talk off air. So
Let me know.
once a month, right here in the Gorilla Cross studio, because the pandemic, people are still at home. You're not able to do concerts. We're going to be bringing an artist out once a month, live in the studio. We're going to be doing live studio concert. So the first one is coming up on the 26th of this month.
Yep.
Luke is going to
Leave it
open
up.
up for March.
All right.
Putting them on there right
All
now.
right.
Who's coming on the first
We
one?
actually got my man Gil Gatsby from the IE area. Super dope artist. He's been on Sway in the Morning 2 or 3 times. Freestyles on there. Really dope freestyle artist. A really dope artist out here on the West Coast. So he will be here on the 26th. So everyone tune in. Make sure you check that out. If you're a younger artist and you want an opportunity to come to Vegas, it might be the time. So we will talk about that and let you know ways you all can get out to Vegas. But we definitely want to bring AI out.
Yeah.
She's on a different level than all you guys. You guys are going to have to, it's going to be a different way for you guys to get in. But for AI, she's going to get in a lot easier.
Let me know. I'll be down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be super dope. I think she would definitely fit the feel of what we're trying to do with those
that'd be cool
virtual studio concerts. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Fire.
Before we let you go, let everyone know where they can find you, where they can get this new project. We didn't really dig into the project near as much as I wanted to, but we'll have a follow-up interview.
I have
soon.
one more question. One more question.
Luke has another question though.
Sorry about the album.
Because he's only interviewed you 6 times.
Sorry. I'm just saying this is maybe
No, it's
less
good.
of a
Just
question, just a statement. This is a statement. We need a remix of Grown Woman, and you got to throw like Jackie Hill on there. You got to get
Grown women.
Yeah, we need some grown women on there. Like seriously, that would be so dope. I don't know how it can happen. Quan knows people. Maybe he can make it happen. It just needs to happen.
You know more people than I do.
Just saying.
Luke Zilla over there.
We just did a music video for it.
Yeah, I saw that on your
Past
socials.
weekend.
Yeah. But
So I'm excited about that.
That's
I think
dope.
that would be dope though, Luke. I think it would be dope. I may work on that.
Okay. All right.
Look at that.
She's taking notes. There we go.
The AR for AI. Luke.
Wow.
All right. That's all I got. That's all.
All right. Let everyone know where they can find you. And definitely, seriously, send us your music. Once you drop videos, make sure we get it. We definitely appreciate everything you have been doing up to this point. And even all the advice. A lot of times artists don't want to get on here and really give other artists advice.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think especially in the circle we're in 2021, let's really reach out and help these younger artists grow, because if you're helping them grow musically, that's going to help them grow spiritually as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was an amazing interview. It was heavy. It was a heavy interview.
She's a deep well.
Yeah. So,
Oh. And I'm just trying to live my life and be me.
Well,
but as far as where everybody can find me, this is how I look at it. You can go to my website. My website is my home. That's my home base. Go there if you really want to find me. Knock on the door, open it up. You'll find everything that you need to find. I got the music on there. I have merch on there, so you can shop. You can, look up videos and things like that. That's all at my house. And then I have a lodging space on Instagram. So you can go there, AI the Anomaly. You can check that space out there. I've lodged there often. Sometimes I travel over to Twitter, so you can check me out there. I'm on Facebook here and there. It's like an island that I go, vacate from time to time. So you can check me out there as well. And then YouTube, you can just check me out there. That's where you're going to find all the blank canvases that you can, look behind and learn more about who I am behind the music. So AI, the Anomaly on everything. But definitely, first and foremost, come to my house, knock on the door, say hello, and chill with me for a little bit.
I mean, even her description of where to find her is creative. She didn't just say
she was prepared.
AItheAnomaly.com at AI, That was dope. That was dope.
Remember that scene in Ocean's 11 when Russ looks at him, he goes, "Did you practice that?" And he goes, "A little bit. I felt like it was rushed. Like that was good. Like it was well put together. I love it."
I just got finished watching Ocean's 8.
Hey.
With the women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually like that movie. A lot of people, it got a lot of bad, critique on it.
Because it's women,
And it was a little repetitious of some of the other movies, but I liked it. I liked it.
It's like by the time you get to the 7th Land Before Time, it's gonna start getting bad reviews, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. Like you need to stop it at this point.
Right. Right.
Like Fast and the Furious.
Right.
I keep hearing that those are really good, but I've been stopped at like 2.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Me too. Yeah.
Hey, don't sleep on Tokyo Drift.
Hey.
But yeah, if people want to join the journey, if they want to join the journey, they can through those different avenues. I do have a merch pack, shameless plug, if I will.
Hey, plug it.
A merch pack that includes the physical copy of the CD, the shirt, a pin, like an enamel pin, the sticker, and then I created a book. It's a journal. And it's my original photography in there. It's my original poetry in there. And then spaces in which you can travel on your own creative writing journey within that book or within that journal. And that's available for pre-order right now. Go to my home, AItheAnomaly.com, or you can go to Instagram and click the link in the bio and check it out. The proceeds are going to benefit youth in my community so that I can keep enriching them with the arts and education. That's all my life, y'all.
Yo,
that's all I'm about. You support me in that way, I get to support these young people in this way.
Dope. You heard her. Go support the artist right now. Download the music. Buy the music. If you got money, buy the music. Don't just stream it. Buy the music. Watch the videos. Check it all out. Get the merch. Follow her. Knock on her door. AI, we appreciate it. We will definitely have you on again, and we'll talk very soon about getting you out here to Vegas.
No doubt. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be looking out for that information about Vegas.
Awesome.
Peace.
Dope.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Yo, that is AI, the Anomaly. Man, get her stuff now. I'm sorry. I wish I would have canceled all the reviews and just had a 2-hour interview, but it's also like midnight in her neck of the woods.
Right.
So you know how us West Coasters do it out here. We're just, it's 9:24, but it's 12:24 out there. But listen, man, we appreciate everyone tuning in right now. If you could share the live video stream once again with your people, we are going to be doing the live music and video reviews coming up soon. What did we miss the past 2 months we've been gone? A lot's happened.
So much.
We have a new president of the United States. We have higher gas prices. What else we got? We got Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue,
man.
Talk
about that.
Yeah, I think. You saw it. The girl, she didn't accidentally. She chose to use that instead of like hairspray, and it was bad. She said like for a month her hair was caked to her head and she couldn't move it. It just felt like her skin. Like
who would do that though?
It was insane. She tried like so many different things.
So her hair is gone.
Her hair.
There's no hope.
Yeah. So like the last time that she posted about it, she was going to get it fixed, but like I think she went silent after that. So I don't know what's happening. I imagine she's just somewhere without hair.
Just somewhere without hair.
I read a bunch of stuff though. Like there was this doctor that was gonna let her like do plastic surgery, like a $12,000 like thing to fix it. I don't even know what's gonna happen from that. It's insane. Yeah. So that's crazy. That's crazy. We had some stuff happen at the Capitol.
Did something happen there?
Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, I slept since then. I maybe it was a dream. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Your people were storming the building.
Wow.
I'm Italian, man. I'm not
Hey.
from here.
I'm not from here. Man, a lot of stuff's happened. Did you guys miss us? Let us know in the comments. Did you miss Speak Life Radio? Because my DM said you did. A lot of you were DMing me, and I really do appreciate you guys reaching out. A lot of you, I appreciate a lot of you guys that have reached out. Some of you guys were just spamming my inbox with your music, and I kept telling you the show will be back. I don't want your music right now because I'm going to give you a bad critique because I'm not going to listen to it. I'm just going to tell you how bad it is. So don't do that when I'm taking my hiatus. But we do appreciate it. We appreciate you guys being with us. This is season number 15.
Man.
That doesn't mean 15 years. It started in 2007 or 8.
So
But it's close. There's a couple we had like two seasons in 1 year.
Okay.
I think twice, something like that. I don't know. But we've been around for a long time.
2007 was 14 years ago, though. So like,
I think it was 2008.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been a while.
Just saying, math.
I mean, come on, man. Just because my name's Quan.
What does that mean?
Somebody said they sent you 24 new tracks in your inbox on Friday.
Wow.
Dang.
Unwarranted tracks in the inbox never get listened to. I'm just saying.
Never that.
Unless your artwork looks like super dope or like someone I know knows you, I'm not listening.
I just say right when you accept somebody's friend request, they sent you the request. You didn't request them.
Right.
They send you their music. They tag you in their music. Right. They add you to their group. They add you to their business page. I'm like, yo,
Doesn't
bro.
work. Doesn't work. No.
I don't even know you.
Yeah.
And another thing, sorry, I'm sure we have a couple viewers right now that have done this. I'm going through the comments to see.
Oh yeah, probably all of
If
them.
I don't know you,
okay.
especially if I know you, it's a little bit different. But don't send me a friend request if it's like Kevin and Kim Smith Facebook page.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't want a couple's Facebook page. You already have trust issues. I don't need to be in the middle of that.
Wow.
Wow.
Those are weird to me. Those are very weird to me. But listen, man, it's all good. It's all good.
We gonna listen to some music?
Yeah, we are. Joe Seif, what have you been up to this summer vacation?
Oh man, dude. Since the last time I was on, there was a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of family stuff going on. I got sick, off work, stuff like that. So I mean, it's basic COVID stuff. Other than that, same old stuff. I got invited out to.
He said basic COVID stuff.
It is.
It shut down the world.
And here's the thing. This
so
is
basic.
This
so
is
basic.
This is what I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was basically saying like, this is how much like the pandemic has become like a basic part of our life now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that we're just like, it's COVID. It's
I
it
got
is.
it.
It's COVID. It's whatever.
Take my vitamin C and D and elderberry and all the other berries and
Elderberry,
echinacea.
did you catch it?
Nope, never got it.
Dang,
and
man, you
I
must
already
go
got
to
the
a Holy
vaccine
Ghost
too.
filled church.
Wow. But yeah. I mean, oh, you were asking about the
I
summer?
did catch it though.
Oh.
Well, I mean, this was our summer
Yeah.
vacation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
These 2 months was our summer vacation.
It was.
We do have a lot of music, I think, submitted to us. So we have about 40 minutes to review it.
I thought you were going to say 40 tracks. I'm like, no, that's not happening.
No, none of that. Listen, we're not going to be doing reviews every single show. We're going to be doing them a few times a month. So don't get your hopes up that you get to spam our network with your music, because some of you guys don't even send your music for the critique. You send it just because you want airplay, which that's fine too, because we'll let you know how bad it is if it's bad. But listen, man, we do appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys. We have topics we're going to be doing this year too, man. I know we're going to change directions a little bit on this season. We have a domestic violence show we're going to be doing next month. We have a couple people. There's a girl that's in a wheelchair. Some of you guys might even know her. That her boyfriend tried to kill her, and she lived through it, and now she's in a wheelchair. So we're going to get kind of deep this year with some of these topics and interview other people outside of just artists. Because I think we need to see beyond just the music in this Christianity that we're in this walk of life that we're in. So many people are going through different things right now. There's spiritual battles. There's things going on in this world that we need to really open our eyes and our minds and our prayer to that and to people. Pray for your friends. A lot of people have been going through stuff. I've been hit up, with people letting me know, like at the end of the year, they were going through a lot. People are going through stuff just because they might appear to be good on social media. Hit up your friends, see how they are. There's times I'm like going through it, and people don't know because I'm not supposed to go through it. Right. I got to be the one you guys call to, check out my stuff, pray for me. We all go through it. Your pastor goes through it. Yep. Hit up your pastor and don't give him your problems. Right. Hit him up and see what he needs. See, pastors have weak moments too. You guys have to be there for them because every day is a daily struggle that you have to renew your mind, that you have to renew your spirit. So pray for those people around you. Pray for your leaders. Pray for the country, no matter who you voted for. I saw so much back and forth. And what disturbed me the most about the political season is most of the people fighting with each other were other Christians.
Yeah.
And it just makes Christianity look ugly. Neither party is Christian. Yep. God is God. Jesus Christ is Jesus Christ. Right. Step out of that box and realize there's something so much bigger than that. America is not where Jesus resides only. Right. And we need to get our mindset off of that. It's bigger than America. It's bigger than, it's bigger than 2021. So 100%. Anyways, going with that, we love you guys. That's what we were trying to say.
I want to say this though. So tonight, I saw a bunch of people, a bunch of my circle in the comments, and a lot of them were first timers. My boy Ricky, my sister Vita, like everybody. My brother jumped in there.
That's dope.
So I think it's cool, man. Like I really hope everybody embraces like this aspect of social media moving forward.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Especially on the East Coast, everybody's snowed in. They don't have anything else to do.
And that too. Not only is everyone snowed in, there's some people like not eating right now because they've been snowed in so long.
Right.
Their house is cold and frozen. My brother's in Texas right now.
Right.
And another shout out I want to give. This show's kind of dedicated to my boy Mike Chapman. He lost his wife to cancer. He's been a follower of the show. It's my brother's best friend. He's donated to the show last year. She's my age.
Man.
I mean, she's young, very young.
No, that's not I still think like 50 years old is young when it comes to like death. When it comes to death, 50
it really
years old is young.
And she battled for a long time, and she lost her battle, but she won as well. She's definitely a Christian. Yeah. He's a pastor out there in Austin, Texas. So shout out Nicole Chapman. She will be missed. The show is dedicated to you tonight. But they're frozen out out there. They actually stayed at the church last night because the house is no power, and
Crazy.
So pray for the people in Texas. It's and just that whole area. They're going through it right now.
One of my buddies, I have like a team of friends that I play with online, playing Xbox, and one of my guys today, he was talking about like he had to go to the store to get food. And he was like, all right, I'm going to go to the store. I'll be back. And he was gone for like over an hour. And when he came back, he was he walked basically because he couldn't even drive. I mean, it's bad out there. Another one of my buddies, like all of his water is frozen in his house, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And Luke was laughing at me saying that it was a young age. So for those of you that,
I was laughing.
I threw comedy into there.
Yeah.
So I was just to clarify, I knew what he was laughing at.
Right.
Dodo knew Joseph knew when he was laughing. Yeah. Just wanted to clarify for everyone watching. But we
got some music. Yeah.
Music reviews to do right now. We're going to go first come, first serve right now. We will open it up. We've seen this on other shows, and I don't like doing it necessarily, but so many of you bug me so bad. You'll be hitting me up in my inbox during the show. Did you play my song yet? Play my song. So what we're going to do in the future is let you guys go ahead. If you want to Cash App us to get to the top, I hate doing this, but you guys are so annoying that I have to get paid to do it. But if you want to get your song to the top, because sometimes we don't get to all the songs, then you could Cash App us to do that. We won't do that tonight, but in the future, we will. But today is $10 Tuesday, by the way.
$10 Tuesday.
Is it $10?
$10 Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Tuesday.
$10 Tuesday. So we're going to give $10 to the best song or video. I'm broke, so we're not giving 10 to both. But listen, man, the first one we got for the 2021 music review.
Uh-oh.
Listen, if you guys
The
come
first
off
one.
with the first one being whack, you might end our whole show.
Yeah, we might just hang it up right now.
I want to hear C Duffel.
C. Duffel actually did send something. This
saw.
is POG, the MC for Christ. It's called A Man's Grind. Right here, Speak Life Radio Live music and video review.
Everybody's, what's the cash?
I'm a man, ain't stressing. I'm a man.
I remember him. Okay.
I'm a man, ain't stressing. I'm a man, I've been grinding. I've been on my grind so high you can see the skies. I ain't really stressing, I'm just blessed to be alive. I'm screaming GG2G, we giving God the glory. I'm screaming GG2G, we giving God the glory. I've been a long way, I done came to for the game. Graduated out high school, now I'm living dreams. Got a 4-10 job, man, I'm living good. Money good, God is great, and I'm living rich. Baba say a man don't work, he don't eat, I'm living off that daily bread, I'm eating good. Instead of in the streets, I'm in these books. I'm trying to re-educate myself, you know that dedication. I can't stop, I'm a grind, I will keep on pushing. I'm an MOG, so you know I'm rapping God. Keep on pushing the greatness, you know I got the
I want to step on those
you
shoes.
can see the grind in my eyes and I can't hide. I've been on my grind and forever I'ma ride. I see $1 million visions, so I'ma grind. Now I'm screaming GGTG, we giving God the glory, we giving God the glory. See, I'm a man and I ain't stressing, and I'm a man and I've been grinding. And I'm a man and I ain't stressing. I'm a man and I've been grinding. I'm a man and I ain't stressing. I'm a man and I've been grinding. I'm a man and I ain't stressing. I'm a man and I ain't grinding. I've been grinding so hard and you can see the skies. I ain't really stressing, I'm just blessed to be alive. I've been grinding so hard and you can see the skies. I ain't really stressing, I'm just blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to be alive, I can't complain, I gotta strive. Strive for heavily practice, I'm trying to live above. Focus on the key and the message, I'm trying to strive. Know it's hard, sometimes I gotta pray above. Father, King, and the Son, that's the one above. Don't be focused on them views, focus on them souls. At the end of the day, these souls need to change. Don't be separating, grinding from the prayer zone. Focus up on your action and keep on grinding bold. Always giving the King, that's your first commander. He the one that give you life, that's why you grinding hard. Praying and pushing, that's why you grinding so hard. I'm a man and I ain't stressing, and I'm a man and I've been grinding. And I'm a man. I'm a man.
All right, that is POG, the MC for Christ, A Man's Grind, right here, Speak Life Radio Live music and video review. I'm going to go ahead and go first just for the fact that he has sent something last year, and I definitely remember the video he sent last year because it was really, really bad, and I killed it. So as far as the aspect of improving, it's a much greater improvement from what he has submitted last year. And I'm not sure if he submitted more than one song, but the video in particular that he probably remembers, because I don't think anybody that was on the show that night gave it a good critique. This is way better. His flow is better. Even the recording is better. It still needs work, but it's way better than what he had put out before. And I appreciate that, seeing that the growth of somebody, you know, and the video is pretty new. So obviously it is something that he's done since then. So I'm not sure if he took our critiques or other critiques or just is getting better in general, but I did like it a lot better. I'm not going to take all the critiques either. But the lighting in it was cool. It was just way too much. So when you have good lighting, you need to know where to place it, right? And I feel like you just had purple and red lights and you just put them everywhere.
Was it a filter?
It probably was a filter too.
Yeah.
But even with the filters, you need to not do so. It was just way too oversaturated.
And it wasn't
with the
consistent
colors.
from scene to scene. Sorry.
You're good. No.
Interjecting.
No, good. Trust me.
Good.
You're good. Please interject. But that's my critique. The flow patterns, same thing, like tighten it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
AI kind of talked about it. Be more strategic with the words. Just because you're putting in there and it fit doesn't mean you need to stay on that same track. Sometimes you have to back up and be like, let me take a few of these words out. Let me flow that a little bit better. I think as artists, sometimes we get happy to just be done with something. I think you kind of mentioned that earlier too. Overall, a decent track, much improved from what he's submitted before. Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, I had no frame of reference for this artist. This is the first time I'm hearing him, but I keep notes, so I'm just gonna read my notes. The effects on the vocals make it sound dated to me. So whatever that effect is, the vocal doubling, whatever that was that added that layer, but it had like a little crunch to it, I wouldn't do that. Like, I think just plain simple vocal doubling, just exactly how your vocal is, that's cool. Just keep it like that. The filter from shot to shot changes. So if you're gonna do a filter, just keep the same filter over everything, every shot. Probably don't do a purple and blue and pink filter. But if you're gonna do a filter, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do a filter, keep it consistent throughout, or just don't do it. I felt like he just needed to enunciate and spit more, and so this was probably a good take when he was in the studio, but he needed to go back and just really dig into what he's doing. So this is one thing that a lot of artists don't understand is like, okay, I've got the song written, I've got the song memorized, but can I perform the song? And the performance is in the booth first. It's not like when you go out on in the concert, you got to perform in the booth. And so if people can't understand, they can't track with what you're saying because you're not spitting it well, you got to go and retrack that again until it comes out like perfect, like pristine, like you could actually hear every little word. And then to piggyback on what Quan was saying, the performance can also have some variety to it. There can be some creativity, even in the beat. The beat just kind of, it was a good beat. I really liked the way the beat sounded, but I felt like it could have dropped out here. It could have elevated the performance a little bit, changed like your tone, your pitch, add some more guts to it, like dig in a little bit. I needed some more emotion, something like it was vibing, but I got tired of it after a while. Yeah, I just say you need to change it up a little bit with the production, the performance, but stay consistent in what your filters and
he's
the way
in the comments right now, and I like when the artists are actually in the comments, but he said that's what I wanted, but I'm not the video guy. So here's the problem with that, though. You are the video guy.
Yeah.
Because you have to tell the video guy what to do. If not, get a different video guy.
Right.
So you're the artist. That's your movie, that's your music, that's your creativity. The video guy is supposed to create what you want.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be able to see from the lens you're giving him or her what to do. And so that's your fault. Real talk, that's your fault for not letting them know. So don't blame the video guy because you are the video guy in that.
Now, are we rating these out of 5 like we did last year?
Let's rate them.
So I give it a 2.
Okay. I would give it a 2.2 because I want to be a little bit better than you.
So I would love to see whatever the submission was like last year or whatever, to see the growth. And one of the things that I really like is the he's taking it in stride. Like, yes, he's recognizing the things that he needs to do to make it better. I did take notes as well, and
real quick, he said he's going to work with AI next. Before you artists just jump on the dope artists to work with and to help with your videos and to help with your music, get better by yourself first. Don't just jump on a dope artist because you don't want them to have to create your whole musical personality. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
I think that so what I think the best thing for you to do is to keep doing what you're doing, man, because even in the comments I see a lot of people saying this is like night and day. Like you're better. Like you have gotten better, and that's all we can strive for, my man. Is to just keep next leveling up. One of my biggest gripes about anything whenever I listen to an artist rap is rhyming. Like I will be hearing it and like my mind is focused on hearing that next rhyme. So like if it's da 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 a, I want to hear the da 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 a. So when I hear like a da 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 a da 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 dodi, and I'm like, whoa, where did it go? Like it, like other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like I like the bravado in the video, man, because like you're very it's flashy, but in a I want to say in a good way, because it looks like the shots that you took. I like that you're representing like where you're from. My only critique on the video would be to like if you're in front of like a landmark in your town or your city, like get it in the shot at least once, that way people know where you're at. That's because
B-roll,
the rest of your the rest of your city is gonna get behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be like, hey, he's representing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would like, based off of just me seeing it for the first time, I will give the video a 3 right in the middle, because I saw where you were going. Just get your team to help you tighten it up, my man.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good, man. You beat both of me and Luke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next track, this dude has been bugging me, not just all day, but ever since I've known him.
Just in life.
He bothers me. But he is dope. He wears many fashionable outfits that I question the fashion about. But it is the man, the myth, the legend, C. Duffel, with Violent Valentine, that came out on Valentine's Day. So I haven't seen this yet. He had sent it to me already, but I wanted to wait for the show. So Violent Valentine by C. Duffel right here, Speak Life Radio Live, music and video reviews.
Man,
what's up, bro? I visited your grave again today. And it's still sad, But one thing that you always told me through your rhyme, stay true to myself. And I'm gonna use that today. Don't worry. I'm bearing your torch. It's a lot of things that's going on in the world that you rapped against when you was in it. And I refuse to let your legacy die. It's your nephew, C. Duffel. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
C. Duffel? You better do it. Duffelback Studios, all right.
C. Duffel.
Yeah.
My brother Rico told me go and get it. Duffel on the beat. Got a bag and I'm about to fill it. Keep on dropping heat. Work the mic, bacon in the skillet. Promise I'm about to eat. Pass the wine in 11 break a meal. You gotta reach.
Good
no
lighting.
connection to a dead source. We burning off a leash. Only rivers gonna rock the train. The rest can take a seat.
Hope that's not real fur.
Never came about the streets, but they rocking it.
all over you.
To the lyrics that I speak. Spirit cover me like Samson, just like David. I be dancing. Now you free. He pay my ransom. Chase off me. I cannot phantom all that shit. He painted it and now I'm watching every step. So while you're walking by that word, I know that shit can turn to death. Turn me up. Devil say he shoot, I call it bluff. A principle to a spade, I'm about to cut. Father, Son, and Spirit in my hand, a royal flush. They want to defend the end product to the system, they a product. See the prison being filled up, bloody streets of chocolate bodies, yellow tape, red as roses, that's a violent Valentine's. They think they get fly like a balloon until that Jimmy crack their spine. You a clown if you think that money is a friend of mine. We associate, I promise that it don't control my mind. I am walking by the book, I know I'm running out of time. I see some souls, I gotta snatch, I know that Babel on the ground. Our kings are growing up with the pops, cycles round like a bicycle, baby boy on the block. Every corner got a liquor store, can't selling rocks. If you got that paper, you can make it out on the top. Spirits live in that environment, but it need to stop. Them bullets don't got a name, but names erased by that Glock. Try to make an impact, like your big in your pocket, like you're not Scarface, cause chocolate baby's in chop. Yellow tape around the surface, I don't think it's worth it. Sell your freedom for a pretty penny, demons lurking. Satan always working, wanna cause division. Divide and compromise the kingdom all up in this mission. We need unity before we read another eulogy. Just for you and me, we need to take this opportunity. This is intervention for the mocha skinned kings and queens. Looking for the freedom in the place where they let bullets ring. They want the fanny and the product of the system they a part of. See the prison being filled up, bloody streets and chocolate bodies, yelling tape paraders, roses, that's a violent Valentine's. They think they get fly like a balloon until that Jimmy crack their spine.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
That is C Duffel with Violent Valentine. Man, that is dope. I'm gonna let Joe Sipe go first. He looks like he got a lot to say.
Man, so the effects on the video were dope. I like the cadence. Like, this is one of those tracks, and for a lot of people that like hip hoppers, like heads, when somebody says that, man, I got to listen to that again. I got to rewind that. I have to hear it again because there was so much meat inside those verses. I want to hear it again. I like it. I love how he's very different in every single something that he puts out. It's always different. So I want to know who did the beat. The beat was good, and I don't often like builds, but the builds on this I thought were pretty good. Critiques, like the things that I didn't like that when I'm listening to would you be able to perform this live?
I was thinking that during the whole time, like what
where did you breathe, bro?
Like going live,
you can hear every breath. That was one thing I noticed. It was like he needed to turn down the breathing a little bit. Like if you go back and listen, he's breathing a lot. Yeah, you can hear the breaths. And so that's what actually was more impressive for me, was that I could hear every breath, because I started thinking that too. Then I was like, oh wait, no, like all the breaths are there. Like it sounds like he's actually.
I think he can, because I've been on some of his Facebook lives too, while he's in the studio just doing stuff, and I think he has that energy to be able to do that. But he'd be dope live, like on just one of those.
Oh, he's got
super dope live concerts.
Man, the energy is there.
Yeah,
like the feeling and the vibe is there. I like that it was on a location set too.
Yeah,
and it didn't look. It like the production has gotten a lot, like it's progressively getting better and better.
What do you give it?
So I'm gonna give it a I'll give it a 3.8, because there were a few of the effects though, like the little ghosts and stuff that came up.
Yeah,
like those, I feel like they could have been done a lot better, or take them out.
Too many of the ghosts.
Yeah, and then
it was the quality of it.
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking it. I like the idea. Maybe get some better graphics, like in Premiere or whatever you're doing. So I'm gonna say like a 3.8.
All right. Same thing, man. I thought it was super dope. I love his energy. I was gonna be really mad if he didn't say, "See, Duffel." A major critique is I'm the one over here with the fader. The intro was super mixed well. Like when you're talking, when you're in the graveyard, the volume was mixed so well. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a loud song. Mm-hmm. When the song actually came in, though, the mixed volume and everything was so different. Like, I don't know if that was two totally different engineers that did that or what, but the mix on the actual song, if it sounded like that, it would have been dope. But when the song came in, the mix, it wasn't horrible, but there was things that could have been filled up a lot more. And then there was a couple times where I'm like, you should have retook that line right there, because you were struggling, and maybe you're being a little too prideful in the booth because you want to spit it all instead of using technology, stopping the tape, restarting, and come in on that second part. So when we hear it, it's a steady flow. But overall, I did like it. The ghosts, I think, were a little too much. Like the first time, cool. I wouldn't have brought them in again unless you were saying something that had to do with the ghosts coming in. But overall, man, I really do like this artist. C Duffel is dope. He's a really good dude. So I would give it a 3.5, because I'm going to be hard on you guys this year. 3.5.
I'm going to go back and say I'm going to give it a 4, because I'm reading from everybody saying that, no, yeah, he did, like, it was him. And they're like, and for everybody that's asking the questions, what if it wasn't? Yes, there are performance tracks and there are just regular tracks, but if your track goes as hard as that one is, your fan base is going to want that to be a performance track. So always just keep that in mind.
It's good.
Yeah.
Luke?
I feel like talking about the mix, I'm trying to think of like a way to help someone that needs to fix the mix. especially someone that sounds like this. There's not too many people that can rap like that. Like that's really impressive. I was really like, I didn't know. I never heard of C Duffel. So,
Never.
no,
Not even on our show.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I know you've had him critique some
I
of
don't
his
think
music
so.
before with
I don't
us.
remember him.
C Duffel,
I'm
has
sorry.
Luke ever critique your music? Is he being a jerk right now?
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be a
Because
jerk.
he sends music every week.
No, I'm
Well,
sorry.
He's
Okay,
literally
go
on every show. Like he's been on every show.
My bad. Hey, see,
It's all good, Luke.
yeah.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But I was thinking of, like, for some reason I just thought of this. Like, sometimes it might be good to find someone else who raps like you and then listen to how they EQ what they do. And so one artist that I think of J. Crumb, his first verse on Once Upon a Time.
And you
Go
love
listen
J.
to-
Crumb.
I love J. Crumb.
His album's dope.
Yeah. So anyway, his first verse on Once Upon a Time is kind of like this. And I think that album is mixed like amazing. So I would say go there and listen to how his vocals are mixed, because I felt like this take was really dry on your vocals. And I wouldn't add too much to it, but just a little bit wetness to that vocal, and it actually smooth out a lot of that just really aggressive stuff.
Yeah.
I was looking for some more variety in the song sooner. I know that you changed up some stuff in the verse later, like with the production and how it slowed down and stuff like that. I was looking for something like that a little sooner. I really liked how the beat switched up. The beat was crazy. Like the beat was like grimy.
And he actually made the beat. I know there were some
Yeah.
things that happened where he had to get production.
Okay.
And so I know he's making a lot of his own beats right now, which to me is super impressive.
Yeah,
when somebody wasn't doing that before and decided that I want to expand my territory and start making beats.
Right. Yeah. So that was really cool. I felt like it was such a juxtaposition from him walking in the cemetery and this like melancholy, and then like all of a sudden it's like I'm getting punched in the face repeatedly. I had to like take a couple breaths before I like realized what was happening. But
felt like it was going to be a more mellow song, right?
Right. It felt yeah. But I was I was good after like the first couple lines. I'm like, okay, he's spazzed. Like it was really good. Like talent is there. There's just some things about just that production, just the extra 10% there that would make it like push it over the top. So in my review, I go 3.2.
All right. 3.2. There you go. Listen, man, we are here live. If you guys are watching, please share the live video stream with your people. We're here live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. West Coast time, every Friday, except this Friday, 2 p.m. West Coast time. I might be on Friday. I'm not sure. Depends on if I get an interview. But next week, I got my man Hurt and Just a Messenger live in the studio. They're coming out here from California. So they're going to be live in the studio to do a live listening session of their new album they just dropped together, their collab album. And on Friday, the 26th, we're going to have a live interview with Gil Gatsby live in the studio, 2 p.m. West Coast time. And then a live in-studio concert, going to be our first live 180 concert in the studio on Friday, 6 or 7 p.m. I don't know the exact time yet, 6 or 7 p.m. Live here in the studio. So we're going to have a setup. We're going to have lighting everywhere. We're going to make it look like a concert in here. Joe Seif, what do you feel about that?
I'm just happy that it is called a 180 show.
Oh, of course,
like
man.
That
the concerts have
makes
always
me-
been called 180.
That makes me happy.
They've always been called 180.
Mm-hmm.
Since 2002.
Yeah.
Since 2000. That's almost 20 years, bro.
Man.
It's going to feel like the coffee shop again, being in this
right?
small room. But, you know, the lighting is a lot better and the production
Big up to Holy Grounds.
will be better. But we're he's like, what are you guys looking at?
What is happening?
We're talking about how 180 started.
We're reminiscing. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
The beginning of Gorilla Cross. But
all right.
yeah, so we're gonna do that live concert series once a month. There's an opportunity for some of you guys to do it. We might have a contest with some of the best music that we get, the winners, every 4 months, every quarter. I'm gonna bring one of you guys out here to do one of the shows or open up, maybe even open up for one of the artists we bring out.
Oh, that'd be fresh.
Live in the studio. So the C Duffels of the world, all you guys that submit music, if your stuff is really dope, we want to reward you because you guys have been loyal listeners. We appreciate that a lot. We're going to bring you out to Vegas. You're not getting paid. We're flying you out here. That's your payment. We'll give you pizza. But we will bring you out here to open up. I know I've talked to Andrew Rose a little bit about coming out here. We just talked to AI. We have a lot of people we want to bring out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing that the fourth Friday of every month. Is going to be a live concert series right here from the Gorilla Cross studio. So make sure you guys tune in and lock in the fourth Friday of every month, 6 p.m. West Coast time. Make sure you guys check it out. We might even have a few guests in the studio for a little, studio audience during the show. So we could do that as well. So if you guys are in the Vegas area and you want to come through, do it. Just bring some pizza and soda.
We already got people in the comments saying I'll be a live studio audience.
I want to freestyle on Fremont.
Hey.
All right.
All right. Next song we got is Just Robert. It's an audio visualizer called Who I Follow right here. Speak Life Radio Live music and video review show. And shout out to the people that already hear the sample in the transition.
Tell me who you follow when your world is crashing down. Hey. Submerged within your sin, who gon' help you when you drown? Tell me who you follow. Tell me who you follow. My Christ is who I follow. We serve like there's no tomorrow. Live in this world of sorrow. My faith will never be hollow. My Christ is who I follow. We serve like there's no tomorrow. Live in this world of sorrow. My faith will never be hollow. Follow the leader. We fighting deceivers. We cut like the sword, but you cut like a cleaver. My God will stand and fight, so I never need to. But y'all keep on running like you made of sneakers. Tell me why you living like that. Tell me why you still looking back. Tell me why you don't follow Christ. Y'all gon' get left not living right. So pick up your cross. Every day we stand on the rock. Never gon' stop. He keepin' on lock. This ain't Dr. Pepper, but demons get popped. On the day of judgment day, I will give my account, and I'ma put it on the blood of Jesus every single ounce. Cause I know exactly what I've done in this life I live. So every day I'm trying to live like Jesus for these kids. Cause they gotta see my Christ. Yes, they gotta see my Savior. They gotta see the one I follow, Alpha and Omega. Tell them. Jigsura dura, Jesus hedida. Jigsura dura, Jesus hedida. Tell me who you follow when your world is crashing down. Submerged within your sin, who gon' help you when you drown? Tell me who you follow. Tell me who you follow. My Christ is who I follow. We serve like there's no tomorrow. Live in this world of sorrow. My faith will never be hollow. My Christ is who I follow. We serve like there's no tomorrow. Live in this world of sorrow. My faith will never be hollow. I follow cause at the end of the day, I know exactly where my soul will lay. Up in heaven, and I ain't even worried about what will attack, because I know every day that Jesus has my back. So let me tell you this straight. I try to walk by faith, cause at the end of the day, that's really all that it takes. So every time you feel lesser, every time you feel pressure, just give it up to God and he will bless beyond your measures. Cause he loves you so much, he sent his son to die for you. So anytime you feel attacked, just know that he gon' ride for you. Follow God through thick and thin, through your faith, fight through your sin. No matter what, he ain't gon' leave, I promise you, he's there to the end. Jigsura dura, Jesus hedida. Jigsura dura, Jesus hedida. Tell me who you follow when your world is crashing down. Submerged within your sin, who gon' help you when you drown? Tell me who you follow. Tell me who you follow. My Christ.
All right, that's Just Robert, who I follow right here. Speak Life Radio Live music and video reviews. I'm gonna go to something AI said about the voice, and she had to hear it from somebody. That might be your natural voice, it might not be. It sounds different at times, so I don't think it's always your natural voice. So I think you need to ease up a little bit. I think you have this hard voice almost that you need to lighten up with a little bit. Your flow pattern needs to get tightened up a lot more. The message is good. It's definitely a good message. The beat was cool. I know he said he spoke some of the language. I don't want to get the wrong. Pawnee.
Yeah, Pawnee.
Pawnee. So I think that was dope. Implementing that, make that sound super dope though, because to me it threw me off. It's like, all right, it's cool. It sounded a little cheesy. If you're gonna do that, like make it sound dope to where it's like, yo, what's he saying? Like, really get into that a lot better. It was decent. I've heard better stuff from him before. I do want him to work on his voice though. I think that's something with AI saying that I kind of feel more comfortable calling dudes out on their voice and sounding more comfortable. You don't sound comfortable, and I think that's kind of the problem I have with it. I give it a 2.5. Wasn't in love with it. I feel like he could do better as an artist, but it was listen. I can listen to it. Luke.
I struggled with a lot of things on this. So I love how you put it with the vocals. I thought about that right away, what AI said earlier. Just pay attention to the way your voice can be perceived on a track. And so, ask other people, what do you think about how this sounds? And man, if you could soften it up or just have some variety to what you can do, figure out like all these different things you can put into your bag of tricks, and it can just make you better. I struggled a lot with song structure here. Like for some reason I was like, okay, we're starting off with the hook. Like right away, whatever happened right in the first like 5 seconds of the song, I thought that was the hook. And then we went into the thing that became the hook. And then we went into the verse. And then we went back to this hook. And then we started singing in Pawnee. I felt like it was just a bunch of stuff thrown at me. I didn't feel like there was any creative direction with the song. And so it's one thing if you're just being super creative, but I feel like being creative with purpose whenever you put a song together is important, because I feel like people are just ready. Like when they put on a song, you're ready for a verse and a chorus, right? And so then if you start throwing out all this other stuff, it's like, wait, what was that? What is that?
Especially with so many people making music now, it's so easy to turn it off.
Right.
If it's not catching your attention.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so that's why it's called a hook, right? It's supposed to hook you in.
Yeah.
But immediately
there's
I'm
some
like,
people that don't know that.
Right. Yeah. So like immediately I'm like, okay, is this the hook? And then there's this other thing that's the hook.
Yeah.
I'm like, we just need to craft the song, like make it all make sense,
Like
that's
all.
all.
A lot more,
yeah, because it's one thing if you want to do a song without a hook, that's awesome, because then you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you keep coming back to this one section over and over again, that needs to be like, it needs to be thought out, like creatively, if it just makes sense. I mean, because I'm not saying like it has to be structured a certain way. I'm just saying like for me, as I was trying to just follow what was happening in the song, it just felt a little chaotic to me. That's all.
Well,
sorry. Does that make sense?
He said he recorded and wrote and recorded this song right then and there.
Okay.
That might be a problem then. Don't do that if you don't have that in you. Like take your time with your craft.
Right.
Especially if you're a new artist. You can't. AI, she talked about at the beginning of the pandemic. That was almost a year ago that she started her project. And not trying to lower anyone, but she's a professional artist that's been doing it for a long time. So don't just, I wrote this in one day, I'm just writing something real quick to put out. Don't do that anymore. You guys, don't be lazy with your craft.
Right.
Put more time and effort into it. You don't need to always don't believe the lie where you always have to put content out. There's other types of content you could put out that's not a video or a song. So what do you give it?
1.5.
Whoa. All right, Joe Safe.
I'm tough, guys.
Good. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I want to change mine to 1.9.
So, I really like man, you can write. That's a good thing. Like you can write. I'm not sure how long you've been doing this. So what I would say is, especially like if you're recording it yourself and you're writing it yourself, and if you're producing it yourself, like if you're like the captain altogether, definitely take your time to do it. But what I would like, the one thing, because get a circle of people around you that you need at least 3 different ears to hear something. In anything, even in business, like you need at least 3 different set of eyes to look at like a bid or something like that. Like you always need other input from people who are going to be honest. To answer the question, what can you do with your voice? Think about as if you were it's like freestyle more, or rap to yourself more in your room, like when you're taking a shower, whatever it is, like in the car. That way you can hear yourself and record yourself. And then once you do that, you can figure out different ways to freak your voice better. But only you'll know what it is you like to sound like. Don't do it because you hear a lot of people telling you need to change it. Like, find out, like, and if that is your sound, hone it, work on it. The production, like if you're doing like a verse, hook, bridge, verse, hook, bridge, like you don't need like 5 bridges in a song. You know what I'm saying? I really like the native aspect. I'm native myself, so I like that gets respect from me. So like I really like that. Try to get something more traditional. Like if you can get other people like in your tribe, man, like to add that, because like we need that. You feel me? Knowing that you did it all on your own, I'm gonna give you 2.5, 2.7 off the bat, because you did it all your own. I've never heard any more of your music, but I'm trusting that the next time we hear something of yours, it's your rate is going to be higher, because I know that you're taking all the information and running with it.
Good stuff. Make sure you guys tune in. We only have a few more. We'll probably do like two more. We're running out of time, but we will. I will be back on Friday, so some of the music we didn't get to, we'll do it on Friday. If anyone else joins me, they do. If you want to be a guest co-host, hit us up too. Listen, man, I've seen a lot of you starting podcasts recently, and some of you we've had on the show, and none of us has got an invite to be a guest on your podcast. What's going on? I need my invite. I need to tell my story.
Just say names.
When I came from a gang, my gang ties. No, not really. My nickname is Magic Quanson, and I dress up like a clown on Fremont. But anyways, this is the next song. We got Vinny Vincere. Song is called Set Free, right here. Speak Life Radio, live music and video review. The truth.
It's a dope graphic.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, V, man? How you doing?
Jari, what's good, my bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. You was on my mind, man. I figured I'd give you a call. How you doing?
Yo, I'm good, bro. Just, working, doing a daily routine.
Okay. Been praying a lot lately. You keep coming up on my mind, man. You sure everything's okay? How's work and everything, man?
Yeah, everything's good, man. I just got promoted. I'm making more money. I'm about to go on vacay soon, so, everything gravy.
Okay, man. I sense a little hesitation, man. Like you chained up, man. It sounds like you holding back something you want to tell me, but I hope you have a good day, man. But it sounds like you need to be set free.
Set free? Set free? What you mean, set free? I'm good.
Yeah, well, just think about it for a second, man. Be easy, man.
All right, my bro. Thanks for the call.
All right, bet.
I've been going through it for a long time. Pressure from the world, that's a hog tie. Life is by the minute, watch it move like flash. Everything gon' disappear, fade to black, in and out of state. Preaching the gospels, but they try and wet me up like a nozzle. Don't keep it bottled, I'm just a man in motion. Plus I keep it moving just like a locomotive. Before they kill my seed, I'm dipping out like Mary Joseph. Cause all these heroes tripping, bugging mad cause God chose us. Only in him I focus, not on these worldly things. I see this crowd bouncing up and down like springs. They heard me testify that my God's alive. Me never glorify, rather be minimized. I keep myself low, so on that day we rise. Travel beyond the skies, we forever mortalized. Glory, hallelujah. All I wanna do is just set free my people. They don't know it, they ignore it. From a world that's really just so evil. We were chosen, we explored. Break free slavery, mainstream, obscene, grand schemes. sounds a trumpet. Gotta reach for these souls till the day I die. Till the day I resurrect, come back to life. In the spirit, your senses intensify. That's how it feels if you're truly alive. You're amplified times 1,000 times. Deny yourself, get rid of your pride, and be fortified with the strength of Christ. Mind, body, soul will never die. Long you verify with the mark of God, and what's real is real. But there are a lot of fraud. They get mass support and fake applause. They don't like support, don't carry the cross. Man, time is ticking, no time to chill. Soon enough, y'all know what's real. Now it's time to go deep like sunken ships. His living water is what we need for real. Glory, hallelujah. All I wanna do is just set free my people. They don't know it, they ignore it. From a world that's really just so evil. We were chosen, we break free slavery, mainstream, obscene, grand schemes, foreseen. Whoa, glory, hallelujah. All I wanna do is just set free my people. They don't know it, they ignore it. From a world that's really just so evil. We were chosen, we break free slavery, mainstream, obscene, grand schemes, foreseen. Whoa.
Man, okay.
You saw him wake up at the end?
Yeah.
He woke up.
Dude.
Yo, I'm feeling it a lot. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So first off, it took the intro was too long, man. And I feel like that happens a lot. Like, just because you're making a movie doesn't mean you need to like set it up for like a minute. Like, it's cool, like, to give some perspective. I liked it that it wasn't like the earlier video where it didn't match with what was happening. Like, it set up the video to tell a story. That was tremendous. It was tremendous.
Yeah.
I was just ready. I was like, okay, let's rap. Let's go. And then even when he started rapping, like, his demeanor and the way he came at that first verse, it took me a while to settle in and like, okay, here we are. Because I felt like every time, the farther we got into the song, he just kept ramping up. By the end, I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. I thought everything was dope. Like, the visual was dope. He used drones. He had B-roll. He had different vantage points of stuff. He had shots that weren't just him rapping to the camera. Like, that all looked great. I thought the mix was really good. I really liked the beat. I love how he moved back and forth from spitting to singing a little bit, even.
Right.
Even not just the hook. Like, at the end of the one verse, he goes into singing and then goes into the hook. That was cool. Like, I really liked all of it except for how it started off. So I feel like, I don't know, whatever the energy was or the vibe you had at the end, the mentality that you had maybe at the end, you need to apply that at the beginning. Even if you're going to just start like from a low point, it still needs to have some like intentionality right at the top of the song that's going to grab you. I felt like that's what it was missing for me right whenever he started rapping. Yeah. I give it a 4.2.
4.2. The visual was amazing to me. The intro didn't bother me now, but it bothered me at the time.
Right.
On the replay, I'm happy to watch the intro. But yeah, when it first started, I'm like, let's get to the music.
Right.
I don't really care what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about yet.
Right.
If you guys want to make short films, put some music in that, but don't make your video a short film. People's attention span is way too short now to deal with a minute or a minute and a half movie scene before your music starts. It's just how it is. That's why TikTok is 15 seconds and Instagram video stories are short. Our attention spans are short.
Right.
They trained us to be like that. It's not great. I don't love it, but that's how it is. So you need to shorten that stuff up a little bit. But once the song got into it, I thought I liked the song. The hook was really dope to me. The message in the song was dope.
Right.
I like him as an artist. I like his voice. I think it's a voice that not everybody would like, but
right. Yeah.
I really like it. It has almost, I don't want to say Q-Tip, but that Q-Tip squeaky sound. Q-Tip and who's the dude? Timberland and Magoo.
Yeah.
It kind of has that sound to it. Not saying he's that same type of artist, but the visual was super dope. I like the hook a lot. I think he's a really good artist. I think there's little things he can do with all of his music that we've heard to take him up a notch. Small things could take this artist up to a whole new level. I really do believe that. The visuals right there, though. I mean, it looks like a movie. It was shot really well. There was a lot of creative scenes. I thought maybe there was too many creative scenes where you just kept seeing, let's do this on the escalator, which was cool. Let's do this laying down. Let's do this on the mic. I feel like you were putting all your creative ideas into one video.
It didn't feel busy to me, though. Like, sometimes we were doing this and they're just pulling out all the tricks. Like, I felt like it was linear and we could follow, we could track with it. It wasn't like we're watching a fight on Batman.
It didn't feel like a mess. Yeah,
you know, like we're watching
Batman
Batman and it's like pop, bam, boom, and there's all this stuff. Like, it didn't feel like that to me. It felt like there was just a lot of creativity happening and it all felt like it fit together.
But it looked great. It looked great. Everything looked great. The coloring on the video was great. And going back to the video we had earlier, that's the coloring you want. Those are the filters you want. I mean, it looked like something you would see on TV, and compare your videos to things you see on TV. If The Dark Knight is something you love and you're trying to make your video look like that, put them on the same TV back to back and watch them. And if it doesn't match up, then keep working. I will give it a 4.3.
Just be better. You're just trying
to
one-up
yours?
me. 4.2.
Oh, 4.2.1.
I really like the cinematic look. Being able to capture that cinematic look and keep it is key when you want a really good visual. So whoever you had on your production team for the visuals, obviously, like even in the comments, it's blowing up. Everybody loves the visuals. Good job. I really liked the second verse a lot better. I felt like I was there with you. Like I felt like you were really trying to push what it is, that verse, everything, all the content of the verse, because I felt you. You know what I'm saying? And it might have just been the delivery. I think so. There are a few times though, because I do the same thing. Like if somebody says to me, like I'll be like, man, what you talking about? Like I've actually had people say like, did you say what are you talking about or what you talking about? Like there are certain times where like if you enunciate better, like and actually say the words, there was a few times like in the first verse, I think it'll make it. I hate sounding like this because I am not highbrow. I'm not a highbrow person, but it'll make it seem a little bit more polished. The verse itself, it'll seem a little bit more. I'm not sure how to say it, use what word to use without sounding like a jerk.
I think polished is good.
Yeah, it'll make it sound like not sophisticated. It'll just. I feel like more people. It'll be more of a broad spectrum.
There you go.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's my only critique. For the visuals, dude, you get a 5 across the board,
bro. Yeah.
And I really like the end on how like at the end of all of it, when you woke up, like that made the whole story complete. Dope. As far as like just like the lyrics and the verses and stuff, I'm gonna give it a 4. Just because I'm an old school head and I miss the days of like 316 bars.
Okay.
You know, but yeah.
There you go. All right. We have a couple more we're going to do. You guys got time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm here.
You said that like you're good for
I'm
a while.
here, bro. Let's go.
We got people mad in the comments that I said we only had 2. But the funny thing is the 2 people that got mad are the 2 videos up next. So I don't get it. Keisha, settle down. Jericho, settle down. You guys are both getting played. Brandon Cold, C Cold, B Cold. I'll get to yours too because I put 2 posts up. I put one in the Speak Life chat group, and they get first priority. If you're not following the Speak Life group on Facebook, make sure you do that because it is first priority in there. And then I put a post up. If we don't have a lot in there, I'll put a post up on my page, and that's where you guys can do it. So this is Keisha with So Close, brand new video right here. Speak Life Radio. On GorillaCross.com. Here we go. And if you guys could name every sample in that little transition, I'll give you $5. Who's saying that though?
These comments.
Life's been pretty crazy, you've been up and down for days. Contemplating suicide, and even that takes strength. That fight inside it kills, you can't help the way you feel. You've been blinded by the storm, and your pain shows that it's real. Your smile is bright as rays, but your mind is dark as coal. And they say it's just a phase, but this life is all you know. You battle with your thoughts and fought them since the days of 8. It hits you in the morning, and it comes and rules your day. It knocks you down, it tells you you ain't nothing, you ain't safe. So you lock yourself in walls that are tall and hard to break. You're calling out to God. You're calling out to God. Oh yeah, you're calling out to God. You're calling out to God. And I know there are nights that you stay up late and cry. And I know there are days that you lay up wondering why. Don't you give up now, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up now, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up now, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up now, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up. You're trapped inside your head. You ain't safe putting off your meds. Ain't 8 in days. It feels so gray and you can't get up off your bed. Feels like chains lay on your wrist. Feels like that pain stays in your mess. You're by yourself, can't call for help, 'cause no one seems to call a text. It's like on and on and on, can't turn it off, it's way too strong. You run to drugs, you run to clubs, or anyone that numbs a song. You just wanna fly away, you just wanna die today. But there is something in your soul that says you're one fight away. You're calling out to God. You're calling out to God. Oh yeah, you're calling out to God. You're calling out to God. And I know there are nights that you stay up late and cry. And I know there are days that you lay up wondering why. Don't you give up now, 'cause you're one, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up now, don't you dare give up, 'cause you're so close. Don't you dare give up, don't you give up now, 'cause you're one, 'cause you're so close. Don't you give up now, don't you dare give up, 'cause you're so close. You can't give up now.
Wow, that's Keisha with So Close right here. Speak Life Radio Live video and music review. Man, where do I start with this one? I thought it was so dope and creative where you didn't know, like, it's her and then it's him, and they're like in the same scene going back and forth. Because right when it hit, I'm like, yo, what's she doing with hairy hands? Got to pray for her. That was super dope. The song itself is I love it.
Relevant.
I talk to people about that all the time. We're always so close to like a breakthrough, right? There's always something, and we feel like it's so far away. Like I'm stuck. I'm in this place. You feel like you're so far away, but God's like right there. There's like a little plexiglass door that you don't even realize is like your breakthrough. You just have to break one more piece of glass, and then you're right there, right? But so many times, especially when we're alone, when we're in our own thoughts, when we're in our own room, we get like that where everything seems so far away. Like, man, I can't do this. I've been doing this for so long. But just the fact that in this video, that's what she's talking about. Like, you're so close. You're right there, right? How many times have we individually been like that? I know I've been like that a lot. Even being here where we're at right now, there's many times where I was weeks away from quitting doing this, and then something happens to where like takes me to a whole nother level that I look and like, God, thank you for not letting me quit. Because if I would have quit, I wouldn't have seen what you had for me a week later. I wouldn't have seen what you had for me on the other side of that door. So not quitting is such a huge thing. And there's so many, I mean, there's so many verses in the Bible talking about that. So many verses in the Bible talking about
persistence.
Yeah. Exactly. And I love this song a lot. This is something I definitely want to watch again and listen to again. Keisha's dope to me. She was our first ever Female Friday interview, and we're definitely going to be doing that again this year. Doing a lot of Female Fridays because there's a lot of dope women out there making some dope music, and
True.
she's definitely one of them. Keisha, super dope. I'm giving it a 4.8 for Keisha tonight, folks.
Quan will never give a 5.
I've given a couple, but 4.8. I mean that's she's dope.
She's dope. She's dope.
So
Yeah, who's next? You want to go?
Yeah. I mean, okay. I obviously the visuals are great. The production is good. Keep grinding. Like I mean, I've seen you keep working and trying to better and better, especially with the visuals and all that stuff. I mean, don't stop. You're just getting better and better. I really like the song, like the heart of the song, and there's too many people. There's too many people that are struggling with suicide and giving up, and for people that have been there, and for you to write a song like this with that much emotion, like, don't stop what you're doing. Like, you are making a difference. The track itself is relevant, and it's relevant for a lot of people. I love everything you do. Like, I love your personality online, on social media. So don't stop. I'll give it a 5. I like it.
Okay.
Like, that's my, like, it's because it hits home with me. The message, the content, and I like especially the visual at the end. How, I mean, it's something so simple when we minister, and I love it. You know, like always minister, and if you have to use words, just the visual of the guy actually opening up the word.
Yeah.
And you can just see his demeanor change. Like, that's hard to portray without saying anything, but you did it visually.
That crazy though? Because
like,
I feel like we've probably all experienced
You know
that,
what I'm
where
saying?
there's such a struggle, you're going through so much, and just opening the word, just putting on a worship song, like the weight that's lifted off of you when you finally do something so simple.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
But once you do it, you realize, like, that power. There's power in that word, right? Like, there's power in that word. You just open it up and you can feel that. And you being a worship leader, like, getting into worship, right?
Yeah.
And I've been listening to a lot of worship the last few days. And I was doing Lyft this morning. I wasn't even going to talk about it. I was doing Lyft this morning, and I never listen to worship while I'm doing Lyft. I don't want to offend anybody, right? But I'll listen to hip hop. So I'm like, let me listen to. I was just on my worship tip this morning, and so I was listening to that, and everyone, and I only had a few rides, but everyone got out of the car, and it was just calm. There was peace in the car. Got out, said, "Yo, I really like you." They didn't say "yo," but they were like, "I really enjoyed the music. Thank you for doing that." One of the girls was like, "Who is that? Is that the same person?" Like,
that's cool.
People were into it, and I'd never do that, with people in the car.
Right.
But just seeing that's how real God is.
Yeah.
That's how powerful God, no matter what you're going through, God's presence can stop it all. And just opening that word, like you said, is the power. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful. And you guys, listen, a lot of you guys are making music. Tap in to what you're making music for.
Yes.
If you guys aren't reading and getting in your word and really getting into worship and really meditating in God's presence and praying and seeking him before you make this music, that's why some of your music is lacking. That's why some of the substance, your music might be dope, but God's not taking it anywhere yet. He's holding you back because you cannot handle where you want to go.
Yep.
If you're not in tune with him. And I'm speaking for us here too. I'm speaking for myself, definitely. He's not going to take you there if he knows you can't handle that yet.
Right.
Oh, man.
Be strong spiritually before you just jump into that war zone. We're in a war every single day. I was doing really good. I woke up from my nap today with some attacks. I won't mention exactly what it was, but just blatantly knowing, like, yo, I've been in worship, and then these people hitting me up.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. It's real.
Recognize those attacks so you know how to battle. But you guys have to have, the cliche Christian, your full armor on.
Yes.
There's a reason why that's in the scripture saying
cliches
that.
Cliches are cliches for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you guys are doing this and you guys are trying to be real, don't do Christian hip hop if you're not really going to be a Christian.
Right.
I'm telling you that right now. Don't do it just for a platform. Don't do it just because you want to submit music to our show. We're not judging you at the end of your life. God's the one watching. You guys have to do it for the right reason. You guys have to be ready. You guys have to be geared up if you guys are really going to do this. This music can take you to a totally different place. This can open up doors and divine appointments that you wouldn't be able to go to without God. But be ready for that. Be ready for the attacks, but be ready for those divine appointments that you'll be able to go in and get into somebody's life and know exactly what to speak because it's God speaking. You don't have to say anything. Anyways, Luke.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I don't know how to segue out of that, so I just thought I'd say, yeah, all right. So back to critiquing a song and a video. It's just awesome, Keisha, to know that you're just operating within your purpose. Like, you're supposed to be a rapper. Like, it's just evident.
Oh, it's evident.
And
100%.
So, what's interesting is I know that you're so versatile. Like, this one track doesn't, like, encapsulate everything that you can do. So for me, like, hearing some of your other stuff, this is a more laid back track. I felt like on the production side of things, like a laid back track like this, I feel like you could have thrown in some ad libs in the verses. That especially whenever you're dealing with like a muse that you're talking to and you're saying certain things about this person or this muse or this thing that you're rapping at. If you're able to throw in, like, just for creativity's sake, I would say you could throw in like some ad libs that would reinforce what you're already saying in the rhyme. I think it could be really dope. I think of, I know this is like a thing, but I think of NF and how he'll have stuff like that going on in the background of his stuff. His stuff is mixed so well, but there's like emotion that is evoked out of you whenever stuff like that gets thrown in a certain way.
I never thought I'd hear NF and emotion in the same sentence.
Yeah, never. I know, like, that's why I hate, talking about NF, of course, we're a CHH thing. NF is a guy, but it's whatever. Anyway, that's something that he's able to tap into because of his ad-libs, and not just that, but just the way he writes, it evokes emotion anyway. But that's one thing I take away of is just there's so much intentionality put into his production to make you feel a certain way, and that's a level to it. So I feel like if you were able to tap into that level and tap into some emotion in that way, I think that would be dope. I thought that the video, while it was shot really well and had the grayscale thing, eventually I just got a little tired of just watching the direct-to-camera flows and then going back and forth between you and the guy. I don't know if there was like some B-roll or some extra stuff that you could have just shot that was in the room that could, again, bring out that emotion. I feel like that could have helped it along a little bit. And I really love this song. I love your music. You know I do. But I just wanted to give you some tangible things that maybe could just add a little extra 10% to the song. So that's all. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, there you go. And please take these critiques, all of you guys, and do what you want with them. We're not the only people that critique music. We're not the last words, but we definitely appreciate you guys trusting us with your music as well.
Yes,
so,
100%.
This next song is Jericho, called Rock and Roll, and just from the opening scene, man, looks dope. Here we go. Crispy camera.
Yeah.
Oh, Waffle House sounds really good right now.
4:30 a.m. and I'm up again. I-65 rolling with the wind, yeah. Gassed up and headed southbound, somewhere between Nashville and Wartown. I dream the skylines and city lights. Now that I'm here, it don't feel right now. There's something missing, and girl, this Waffle House tastes nothing like your kitchen. And baby, I know no matter how far this road takes me, I'm headed back to where you are. Ooh. They say I sold my soul for rock and roll. This life on the road is all I know. Another mile down, here I go. Another small town. and I hated it. I started embracing it because there's no escaping it. The harder that I try, I just can't get away from it. And baby, I could never right my wrongs, but I could take the time out to write a song, make it all about you. Although I'm without you, I'll be headed home soon, could never live without you. They say I sold my soul for rock and roll. This life on the road is all I know. Another mile down, here I go. Another small town, the same old show. And the fuel gauge is covered by your picture. Running low on your love, girl, I miss you. Yeah, I'm out here all alone, somewhere between you and rock and roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll.
Jericho with Rock and Roll, and I saw somebody say it reminds them of Rehab. That is, he's in Rehab. He's in that group. So Rock and Roll by Jericho, man. I mean, right away, I mean, I mentioned it. It's very crispy.
Yeah.
Camera looked really good. Really chill song too, man. I love songs like that. That's the song you just roll to. He's a dope artist, man. I can't wait till our country's opened up again and we can see Rehab in concert and see them doing their thing like that, because even that concert footage just looked dope, and I miss that. I miss being able to go to live shows like that. I don't even know what to say, man. It was very well put together. I like everything about it. It's not hip-hop, so I know some people watching might, not like it for that aspect, but at the same time, I do like, for me, listening to rap, and then hearing that is a breath of fresh air. I think he's super dope. I thought the snow was fake at first, so I'm still not sure if that was fake or real.
But then it ended up on his hat, and I'm like, okay, so it's not?
Well, at first it looked like a graphic, right?
It did. It really did.
And then when he's out there more, I'm like, is that fake snow they brought in just for the video, or was it real snow? I don't know. But whatever, it made us wonder and think. I liked it. I'll give it a 4.2.
So I thought it was a well done song. I liked the melody of it, and it has hip hop elements to it. Like that beat, that's a hip hop beat. He's just singing over the whole thing. And even like the cadence and like there was kind of a flow to how he was going about it. I thought it was all well done. The mix is great. The video was really good, crispy, like you said. For some reason, like, there's not really much about the song that makes me want to come back to it. And I don't know what that is. Like, yeah, I'd probably listen to it again, but, like, what was it really saying? I mean, I understand what it's saying, but I was like, I don't know if there was, like, a pull for me to make me want to listen to it again. That's the only apprehension I have from giving it, like, a better rating, But I think it was dope. Everything was great. Like, this is, like, the way to make a music video. This is the way to make a song. Like, but for some reason, like, it was like, yeah, you're saying stuff, but what are you really saying? Like, maybe it's just because we came out of these songs that had like all this deeper meaning, and now we get to, it's just like a fun song, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. So maybe that's why I have these thoughts.
maybe. What'd you give it?
I'll give it a 4.5.
Okay. Wait, I'll never go back to it.
Yeah, I said there's one more
ratings.
I said if there was something I was gonna say that was gonna make it get any better.
Okay.
Was that like if it would have been a 5 if it was like something I could have glommed onto and like applied to my life.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, what Luke is saying, he only listens to 4.6s and above.
No, that's not it. I'm saying like
I feel you, man.
I'm not. Man,
don't explain yourself to me.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
You want to explain? I'm so glad you're here. I missed you guys, man. I missed everybody.
So, Deep Space 5 put out a song called One for the Road. And the song itself is from every MC's point of view, being on the road missing their families, missing their wives, right? And even though like because I've been out, I've gone to shows, I've gone out of state to do shows and whatnot, so I get that part, you know. Being a parent, I understand missing my children. I understand missing, you know, as a husband, I understand missing my wife. That I can agree with, and that, like, I like that aspect of the song. The beat was amazing. The video, to me, like, the video was so clean and it was so well put together. And I like the way the live footage it wasn't like, oh, I'm watching something so polished and then here comes this live footage. Like, it even had, like, I'm not sure if you guys graded it the same. I'm not sure what it was, but it came out like it didn't take away from the visual. The visuals, again, like, everybody's visuals is on, like, a lot of people's visuals are on point tonight. So I'm giving the visuals I would say like a 4 or 5, you know, definitely. As far as a track though, just for me, now this is just me being me, so it has nothing, I'm not taking away from the strength of the song. I'm gonna give it like a 3-5, just because it's not necessarily my vein, like, it's not my lane of music, and but that doesn't mean anything. I'm just one person. A lot of people dig it, and I really like. So like when I was like, in comparison from DS5 to this track, that's where I'm drawing the 3.5 from, because DS5 did the same thing, like the same concept, and I really felt it because, like, it was like a hip hop song, and this one obviously wasn't, and so that's why I'm leaving it there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right. We're word. What's up?
Definitely.
Are you good?
Oh, okay.
I feel like we all have a different definition of what hip hop is, and that's okay.
Oh, 100. That's the whole purpose of it.
right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, I'm an old school head, dude. Like, boom bap, like, just grimy beats. You know, that's me, man. Like, that's it.
And see, I definitely like that. Even when I'm in my car, I have to, like, flip on other music. Like, I've been on 90s R&B lately. I've been on, like, 80s pop, just listening to different stuff, because I get so consumed with hip hop so much that you know, I have to listen to other stuff. So I used to not be like that. I used to just be hip hop. I didn't listen to anything else. And as I got older, you start appreciating the art of so many other genres of music, and that's what I like about him. But definitely, man. But it does still have a hip hop vibe. Like, you can tell everything that he's done solo and what they've done in Rehab. There's, like, hip hop in the background somewhere. Like, you feel that. If you guys are watching live and you're still on and you submitted music, let us know in the comments right now, because those are the songs we're going to get to, because we have a lot of songs. So I'm going to do a couple more, but only the people if you're watching live. If you're not watching live, I'm not getting to them. We'll get to them on another day. But if you're watching live right now, please let me know in the comments that you're watching live, and we'll get to your song ASAP. And then we're going to close it up. So let me know. But I can see the next one we got is your presence. It's BD Cold right here, Speak Life Radio Live. And this is just a song, live music and video review.
What happened?
My bad. There we go.
BD Cold.
I pushed the wrong button.
Lord, fill me up in Jesus' name.
It's been a while.
I need a higher engineer.
Father God, can I speak your message? Father God, let me walk inside your presence. Father God, can I speak your message? Father God, let me walk inside your presence. Father God, please let me walk inside your presence. Clear my heart, cleanse my mind. Let me speak your message. Let every day a test and be used as a blessing. As I tell others what I learned from these lessons. Purify my heart, let me have freedom instead of stress and feeling secure. Protected by angels, not packing weapons. He took the Smith & Wesson. Keep that old man right where you left him. Protected by angels, not packing no weapons. He took that Smith & Wesson. Keep that old man right where you left him. Keep that old man right where you left him. Father God, can I speak your message? Father God, Let me walk inside your presence, Father God. Can I speak your message, Father God? Let me walk inside your presence. Face down on the altar, he pick up every time I call him. It don't matter if they stalking, it don't matter who be talking. Peace and freedom in his presence if you choose to walk in. Casting out devils, here to sit when you go all in. Don't listen to the voice of the ones who be falling. Make a choice to ask, let him to walk in his calling. Let your life be the way that he saw it, cause Christ paid the price with his blood when he bought it. Make a choice to ask, let him to walk in his calling. Let your life be the way that he saw it, cause Christ paid the price with his blood when he bought it. Cause Christ paid the price with his blood when he bought it. Father God, can I speak your message, Father God? Let me walk inside your presence, Father God. Can I speak your message, Father God? Let me walk inside your presence. Maker of the moon, caretaker of the stars. Let me walk inside your presence, no matter where we are. Maker of the moon, caretaker of the stars. Let me walk.
That is BD Cold with Your Presence right here. Speak Live Radio, live music and video review. I'm also a graphic reviewer, so I'm going to review your graphics. The idea of it was dope, but the execution of it, and I think it's the whole album cover, but the idea of it is super dope. So you could have taken that and got like a dope graphic artist to really take that idea and make it really dope. So that's just on your cover. I actually like the hook a lot. He didn't sing it great, but it was heartfelt. And I like that. And I like how it sounded. If it would have been a different singer on there, it would have sounded really dope. So I like the hook. And he sent me pizza randomly to the studio one time, so I got to give it a 5.
Wow.
He does need to tighten up. I saw in the comments, this is something that we've talked about before with him, is to tighten up the lyrics a little bit, tighten up the cadence. He has kind of like an old, almost gangster flow that I think is sometimes a little outdated.
Yeah.
So I think maybe be a little more creative and be more modern. Like, you don't have to change up your style, but just be a little more modern with it. But overall, I'm not giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 3.4. Cool. Because it was cool. It was a cool song, but there's things you need to fix.
Cool. Yeah, just some of the EQ and the effects on the vocals and stuff just seemed a little dated to me. The performance was okay. I thought, like, he can enunciate a little bit, but I feel like some of that's a little bit of a style too, like you were saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm okay with that if we could fix the effects and the, all the stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
To make it seem a little more clean, a little more polished. I feel like that could be some ways to step it up. And then it's one thing. See, I wasn't really feeling the hook, but maybe it's just because of the performance of it. So it's one thing to be able to write a good hook, and it's another thing to perform that hook. Like, another level could be, hey, I'm not sure about this hook. Hand it off to this other guy who could sing. What's your take on this hook? And then an even better hook happens. You know what I'm saying? That might be the way to go about that next time. Yeah. Okay. 2.8.
All right. I feel you. I gave it a 3 because of the pizza.
Okay, so I like, how you said it might have been a little bit dated, like that gangster feel or whatever. So here's one of the things that I know personally. A lot of people that grew up in a neighborhood, a lot of gangsters, like they don't change. It stays the same. Yeah. They don't leave their neighborhood, and what worked before is basically it, so, and that's a mentality. I really like the ministry part of the song where you're talking about how, God took you from something and he's keeping it there, and you're asking to like move forward. A lot of gangsters need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because that machismo makes it to where like they can't even express that. But if they hear a song like this, that's like, this would be the unction that they need. You know what I'm saying? This would be that prompting. So I would say, like, I do agree with Quan in the sense that something might sound a little bit dated, but if that's your ministry, and if you have like a select group of people that is ministering to, keep doing it, bro. Like if that's what, because again, like I said, like I know the neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of things don't change. My only critique about the hook was, when you're singing, you want to sustain it. You know what I'm saying? So like the Father God, more of like a Father God, like let it sustain. And I can't sing for anything, but it'll make it
try it.
No, but it'll make it feel like the hook is carrying you.
Father God.
There, you see what I'm saying?
There you
go.
It is.
Yeah, like that.
Have Luke sing it.
Gotta have some soul there.
Luke is for hire.
Hey, and so that's my only critique of it. I mean, I'll give it a 4, but I also do want to agree with Quan. So with the graphic, don't be afraid to pay an artist. I mean, I get it, because I've seen it a lot in the comments tonight that people are doing it on their own, and that's great. That's where we're at in 2021. Yeah. Don't be afraid to outsource some work for somebody who has a little bit more of a gift in that area, because it's just going to make the project more appealing.
Because I think that could have been tight. You know,
the idea is great.
The idea is dope.
Just,
but that's something you take, you make it yourself, you send it to somebody,
give it to somebody and say, hey,
I'll record hooks, man. Send me a track. I'll record your hooks.
Here he goes.
Do it.
So yeah, I'm giving it a 4, man. I liked it. I liked the message in it. I know a lot of people back home in Fresno, like that would speak to them. Word up. So yeah.
Dope. Next one, we got 2 more guys. If you guys can hang in there with us.
I'm here.
Leland Philpott, Break the Chains, featuring Cordell Page right here. Speak Life Radio.
Leland.
Another flick.
Okay.
One take.
Uh-oh, one take.
Okay.
Don't put Jesus on your one take.
How did it happen? All the people under anointed. Jesus and joyless was a gift and no unemployment. Body conjuncted, still a chance to hopping before it. Not by his ordinances, Messiah was slain before it. History recorded, way down to Moses and the Torah. The mysteries afforded for us, for the seekers and explorers, as the Holy Ghost supported. Victory and repertoire, giving me a better heart. Spiritually when let us start. Puffing up in the self instead of forgiveness. Similar tick and make the faculties diminish. Spirit be replenishing. Don't want you to sip of him, but live in them. Standing on every word that was sent from him. Holy medicine, medic in the sick room, lawyer in the courtroom. Won't you let him fix you? He fixed me like all the time. God said, I call your mind. Break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya. Break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya. Break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya. So break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya, so I can change ya.
That's why I never took mine like Debo coming. Jesus paid it all, you can't repo nothing. I gave him my life, no repercussions. Y'all want green at the end like CeeLo Cousins. Keep pressing cause my name got the blessing on it. The whole world sleeping on me like melatonin, but they'll get it the minute they hit a heaven on it. I guess I'm the Fisher Derrick never wanted. Act holy, think they need Oscars. Just extras in the church, they imposters. God drafted me to the team, made his roster. We try and break chains, call up Tasha. In a world full of wrongs, I'm just trying to get right. Let them haters throw the shade, I'm just trying to shed light. Using stress daily, now I'm not feeling a thing, cause I was focused on chains like a vending machine. Come on.
So I can change
ya, so I can change ya. Break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya. Break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya. So break the chains off me, so I can change ya, so I can change ya, so I can change.
Okay.
Leland Phil Pop Break the
Leland.
Chains featuring Cordell Page.
Repping Chicago.
I don't like the beat at all, and that kind of messed up the whole song for me because there was some bars in there. The beat just made it super cheesy to me, and real talk, I wasn't feeling the pink sweater either. I think you have to be more conscious about like what you're wearing in the video. But if that's what you wear on a daily basis, that's you. Then do it. Like, don't change who you are. But it came out a little bit corny. The second dude was spitting. I think he was spitting a lot tighter to me. Man, the beat just sounded so like video game-ish. Like I don't know. There was something in there that I did not like in the beat at all. It just made it corny to me, to my preference. Yeah, the pink hoodie was throwing me off the whole time. I don't know what to say. I just wasn't feeling it that much. It almost came off corny to me. So I'm giving it a 2.2.
Yeah, the beat overtook the vocals. Like, so the beat was just a wall of sound, just chaos the whole time, and it was louder than the vocals.
Yeah.
So I had a hard time. Like, my ears.
That's what was messing it up.
I know that Leland's got bars, and so
Yeah.
I was trying to like really listen. And this is the thing. Other thing I noticed
But
is
the
like,
beat and like the visual throws it
Right,
off, so I wasn't able to
right.
even pay attention to
and
what they were saying.
he had some energy in the video,
Yeah.
but not as much energy as that beat was giving us. You
Yeah.
know, it was like the beat took us and was just shaking us. Like, listen to me.
Listen to me, I'm the beat.
But another thing I noticed was that man, whoever Cordell Page, is that what his name was?
Yeah.
He had some bars for sure, but I felt like it didn't help out Leland that Cordell was the only one who had enhancers on his punchline. So like he overdubbed, like he had like doubling every time he got to a punchline. And the only time we noticed Leland's punchlines is whenever it shows up in the video. So he enhanced his punchlines with words on the screen as they were happening. I feel like just to make the track better, whatever you're doing, both guys need to have the doubling on the punchlines if you're going to do that. And I thought it really helped out the second verse, so I probably would have liked to hear that on the first verse. Man, yeah, the beat wasn't it. The beat wasn't it. And I'm not worried about the pink sweatshirt. It's whatever for me, but yeah,
I feel like the beat made the pink sweatshirt.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
What'd you give it?
Oh, crud.
And we have one more song after this, folks.
3.25.
Okay. Getting deep with it.
I'm giving it a 4. The track was dope. I liked it.
And you were feeling it. I could tell you were feeling it.
I was feeling it. And here's the reason why I was feeling it.
It was different.
So I feel like the idea of like break the chains off, you know what I'm saying? Like it I want to just go. I want to just go and have fun on this track. And that's what I liked about it. But I do agree with, so mixing, like you want to get like the mixing done better. And definitely on your first verse, there's certain parts where you want to do a retake. But that's my only negative critique about the song. I like the song. The song's great because it's a vibe that we need right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the beat itself, like I'm a gamer, I'm a video game guy, so I like how busy it was, and it's literally like this is something different. Here is a like it's something completely left field, and that's what I liked about it. The thing that I didn't like about the video was I'm not sure if the footage was raw. Like I put some grading, put some filter, you know what I'm saying? Like crop it. I liked that it was all done. Like you could.
And was I the only one that wanted to push his head in the fountain when he was like rapping? The fountain was right there. Just
I liked the hoodie, the pink hoodie, strictly because it was a Polaroid hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was about visuals. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fun track, and we need more of those. Like I feel like MCs, rappers, hip hoppers, like we try too much to be. Oh, I'm gonna be so profound and so deep. Like this was a fun song, and we need fun songs. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, second verse, dude was just like, I love it. Like the bars were there.
Yep.
Definitely punchline. Like it's hard to get good punches where I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that one. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did he say about call Tasha?
About
I didn't get that line.
It was Tasha Cobb's like break every chain. I think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like
that was good.
That's why I'm giving the track a 4. But as far as video, like if you guys are like want to do, like I would say do some work on the post production of the video. I liked it.
Cool. All right, we got one last track from somebody that's still watching with us. It's called You Are Loved, Jordan Copus featuring Josh Gilder right here, Speak Life Radio live music and video review show. We're going to review this one, and when we come back, we will give out the $10 to the best song or video of the night, folks. And if you guys missed the interview with AI, make sure you watch the replay, download the app. All of our replays of all of our shows are on the app, so make sure you get that. Check out the replay. She was dropping nuggets. If you're an artist, she was definitely dropping a lot of good advice for artists. So make sure you check that out. A parent,
she has some parent
wife,
knowledge,
everything. So make sure you check that out, man. It was a really dope interview, and we were very happy to have her on for our premiere episode of Speak Life Radio, season 15.
How many times do I have to tell you you are loved? The stars above align to tell you you are loved.
How many times do I have to say, I know you view God as a villain, and I'm not trying to be a sensei, but don't listen to what sensei. I listen to God. He is the truth and He is the way. He will bring comfort through all of the pain.
He
understands everything.
Sundance.
He is your way, and don't go your own way. Follow Him. Ah yes, Holy Spirit, grab on my pen. When I was unlovable, levels on 10. So like a days ago in my sin, though drum living, I didn't want Him. Still He delivered me out of the pen, out of the fire and out of the flame. Out of my mind, my future was grim. Looking out in the world we live in, hearing all the political garbage out there. You are not loved by the people with different political views than you. They don't care on what your name is, where you come from. Rather tear you down and then gotta run on what your name is. Who really cares? You really want love? Come get some.
And how many times do I have to tell you you are loved? The stars above align to tell you you are loved. You are loved.
God made you, and He formed you, and He knows your name. That's real talk. He knows everything all about you, so He knows all the pain in your hurt heart. Look at the stars in the moonlight. God has made everything around you. God allows hurt and the evil, but He really loves all His people. Why would God allow all the evil that's going on in the world we live in? I know it's hard to understand. No, I'm not the man, but I know He has a plan for your life. There's a purpose behind the pain. There's a purpose. Get through this. God really loves you. Don't give up. He's beyond the surface, fabricating your life so you can look more like Him. Gotta smooth the rough. Won't stop till the work is finished. Living this life for Christ is tough. It's enough though. Strength coming from the pain of a person causing the kerfuffle. Huff a little when you hear about the king with way more strength than any man-made muscle. Tussle with the God many men do when they hit rock bottom, but the Lord still say, you're my child, I got love for you. When you're gone astray, I'm still here to stay.
And how many times do I have to tell you you are loved? The stars above align to tell you you are loved.
gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting, eternal life. He loves you so much. Yeah.
How many times do you have to tell me I am loved? Stars above align to tell me I am loved.
I love when we could end the night with a good song and not a bad one. That is Jordan Copus, and I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right, featuring Josh Gilder with You Are Loved. That song right there, it's like worship and hip-hop at the same time, and I love when people could do that and not make it cheesy, because a lot of times worship hip-hop songs end up becoming a little cheesy or too churchy or whatever. It kind of fit the theme of the night, what we were feeling with Keisha's song too, right? Where like not giving up, like you keep pressing on, keep pressing in. You're loved. God loves you, guys, right there. I definitely ministered, to me and to the feel of the whole show tonight. Really dope, man. He looked like he borrowed Jericho's camera. They had the same like super clear quality. I'm not sure what that was shot on, but really dope. He spit really dope. Like I'm glad when he came in rapping, it wasn't. I don't know. It just fit the flow of the song to me. I really like it, man. I'm gonna give it a 4.7. I like it a lot. Visual was super dope. The whole concept of the video was dope. I think it was super clean. So 4.7 for me.
So I think when you hear God and you are doing what he wants you to do, like especially in the song, you will always get favor. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're listening to what God says to do,
yeah, and
you just step out in it. So yeah, I'll give this the message of the song. I'm giving you a 5, man. The visuals I liked. I feel like, I'm not gonna say like, so the visuals I'll give you a 4 though. But that hook, man, it got me. And I like any song that I can listen to that makes me feel better about what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because we all go through it.
I loved it.
We all have
man.
those days. Yeah.
I loved it. I'm not going to say anything bad about that, because I feel like you writing and making this song was, you were being obedient to what God put on your heart. So keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
And encourage you all out there, make music that makes an impact on people's lives.
Word up.
There's probably more hurt and hungry people than there are healthy and walking in the right spirit people in this world, right?
Right.
So that means we're outnumbered. That means we need to be there for people more, We need to be obedient to what God's word is and go out there more. There's people that need this. They need our voice. So we need to be obedient, like Joseph was saying, to the words God's given us, because there are those, once again, divine appointments every day that we have. People we're coming across. Everyone wants to start a ministry, right? What's my purpose? What's my ministry? I need to do something. You have a ministry every single day, and if people would realize that, if we always like going back to what I said with AI, we're always branding something. We're in such a brand, like everyone's a brand now, right?
Word, yeah.
We need to get out of that mindset. Every day there's people for you to touch and impact, to speak a word to that might keep them from getting an abortion, might keep them from suicide, might keep them from quitting a job that they need, that if they quit, they could lose everything. Might keep them just from attacking themselves in their own mind,
Right.
We need to speak up and speak out on that stuff. So keep being obedient. And for everyone watching, the artists out there, make music that's going to make an impact. Not everything has to be super deep like that. You could have the fun song like Leland did, but that's still making an impact, right?
Word.
There's ways to make impact. It doesn't always have to be sad. You don't always have to make someone cry. making people laugh can change someone's whole life, and you don't even realize what they were going through before you made them laugh, right? So make an impact, Luke.
Yeah.
My bad. I keep preaching right before you go.
I know. I'm like, how do I follow
It's
that
like
up? What
segue.
did you give it? What was your number?
I gave it a 4.8,
I think it was
4.7.
Okay.
Oh, video quit
Uh-oh.
On what?
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Mine's still going.
YouTube's still live.
Anyways, keep going.
Well, here we go. Yeah.
They'll have to log into YouTube to watch the rest.
So I thought it was really cool how he used a live band for the instrumental, but I feel like it needed some pop to it. And I know you guys get all deep with like the thoughts. I have the exact same thoughts. Like, of course, I'm a worship leader. Like, yes, you must do music to make an impact on other people, but I just have some thoughts to make it a little better, you know?
No,
And so that's also that too. Yeah.
Dude, that's the reason why I appreciate your critique is because you actually do this. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
that's why if I'm not a worship leader,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm the person who receives it. You're the
Right.
person who gives it, and that's
Right.
why you.
Yeah, you're
No,
good.
that's
you're good.
dope.
You're good. I
Yeah.
just feel weird. You guys get all like deep, and I'm like, well, this is actually what I think of the song. But so anyway, the live instrumental that you used, I think that's really dope. I feel like to make it pop a little more, you could layer in some samples or sub out some samples on that, and not to push my own stuff. But I used a live band for every one of my hip hop tracks on my album, but we sampled out things to make it sound like hip hop. And
That's
so,
tight.
so that's something that you can do. Find a producer that's willing to do that. Take what you have and then just make it pop, make it shine a little more. I feel like that would add another layer to what you're doing. I felt like the first verse, you could have maybe retake that. There was some enunciation
There's a
there
couple
a
of them,
little
yeah.
bit. I thought the last verse was strong. And then as far as the video goes, it was shot really well. A lot of that stock video I've seen used at other places. So yeah, like there was the one where like we're in the middle of the desert and the stars are passing behind it, like behind the boulder. Like I'd seen that.
And
used
that's what's
before.
hard about getting stock video
Right.
is there's so many people making videos that it can
Right.
definitely get caught up.
So I give it a 3.2.
Okay, 3.2.
There we go.
There you go. All right, who is our winner of the night for the $10 Tuesday? If you guys are watching on YouTube now, hopefully you guys switched over there because Facebook did what Facebook does and they cut out on us. So I'm not going to log back in because I don't want to mess with people and give them a notification for a 2-minute segment.
Right.
So we are still live on YouTube though. So if you guys are watching, we're going to give our winner of the night. I'm going to start with Joe Seif, man. Who do you have for the $10 Tuesday? And this doesn't mean you win $10 just because what he says. We have to all agree. There were some good ones though. Like we really had like dope visuals.
Yeah.
Really good
Yeah,
songs tonight. There was a lot.
Yeah,
There was a
that's-
lot.
Like Sincere's video, that video was dope. I mean, the visuals are really good. I really like. I can't. I mean, come back to me. Like I can't just choose one.
All right, Luke, you ready yet?
Yeah, I
Or
know what
want me to
mine
go?
is.
All right.
My favorite. I know I ranked the one higher, but that was just because I was being objective about that.
Yeah.
I feel like the one that sticks out to me from the night is Vinny Vince here.
Okay.
The whatever the name of that song is, Set Free.
It was so yeah.
That's the one that I'll
So
remember.
cinematic,
I was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's the one from that night. Like I'll remember
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
That's the one I was saying too. But I mean, there's just
I know. There were some good
there's
ones.
So yeah.
Because Keisha was really dope too.
Yep.
But
That was strong.
I'm going overall with Vinny also. That's the one that definitely had my attention more.
says it,
Keisha's this they were all there was so much substance in the songs tonight. And that's something that I see people complain about a lot in Christian hip hop is there's no substance, there's no ministry in there anymore, there's no worship in there anymore. There are artists out there, and it was proven tonight on tonight's show, even with the interview with AI. There's artists with substance. We need to quit speaking death on the genre of Christian hip hop or on the subgenre, whatever you guys want to call it. I see so many people complaining about it. Tonight just showed there's a lot of good music. People have substance. I thought it was dope, so I'm going with Vinny. You're going with Vinny. I think Vinny's the winner for $10 Tuesday, the first $10 Tuesday of 2021.
Boom.
And I just pray all you guys that this will be a great year for everybody. I know a lot of struggles happened last year. We're gonna make this fun. Listen, here at Speak Life at Gorilla Cross, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna minister to you guys, and you guys minister to us all the time. Trust me, this music it definitely helps us as well. So, man, felt good to be back. Felt good to be back.
Feels good. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, definitely, man. Anytime you can come through anytime and tell people how bad their music is. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I do think we get fair critiques. You know, I know some artists might be mad, but I like the fact that even tonight, even in like songs I didn't like, you guys liked, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's good because that just shows like opinions and critiques sometimes can be taken the wrong way just because it's not our particular style of music that we like. But listen, man, we appreciate it. A lot of news coming up. Make sure you join the Speak Life Radio group on Facebook for more. We do have the live concert series coming up next Friday, so make sure you guys check that out. And next Tuesday, Hurt will be live in the studio with his boy Just a Messenger, so stay locked in for that. Probably won't be live this Friday, but next week we will be live Tuesday and Friday, so make sure you guys check that out. Any last words?
No.
Good to be back.
Cool.
Yep.
We are out.
Awesome.
And peace.